feeling like I'm on the run. Live every day just the same. This rock star with no fame, the way it is for everyone. God knows that if I try, I might be able to get by as one of the ones. But take me back home to Boston. Back where I know where I belong. Back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name. Back where I know that I'm home. So I drove off to Atlanta, looking for some home-cooked food. Well, the people, they turned away. Yeah, they had nothing to say. Man, I thought it was kind of rude. Maybe if I was their kin, they might just let me in and put me in the right kind of mood. But take me back home to Boston. Back where I know where I belong. Back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name. Back where I know that I'm home. God knows that if I try, I'll get back home alive. Never have to leave again. But take me back home to Boston. Back where I know where I belong. Back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name. Back where I know that I'm home. Bring me home. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home to Boston.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's a dickfer.
What's a dick for?
To pee with.
Following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Coming to you live from Studio 5, high atop the Meadowbrook Building in Metro West Massachusetts. It's the Wicked Pisses Show.
Good evening. It is July 24, 2018. It is 8:51 Eastern Time. I'm Byron.
In the PM?
In the PM.
I'm Bumpa.
I'm Patty Cakes.
And we know Patty Cakes is here because she's slamming the toilet seat around like she's...
well, I got to make an entrance, don't I?
Well, between the toilet seat and smell good cooking. So
I always have to make food when I'm here.
Let's hope that isn't a mouse burning.
Oh, shit!
he knows how to run.
What's Cooper good for?
Well, we should have been on the air tonight at 8. I had pre-gamed, so...
He pre-gamed, and therefore...
You've been pre-gaming.
And he also told us he needed more beer, which apparently he didn't, but because he was pre-gamed, he just assumed he had no beer. So we had to stop to get beer. We
I don't know how much we drank last week.
We stopped... We stopped to get some French bread to make French bread pizzas here in the studio.
Because last time you wanted bread. So I said,
yeah. So
And-
you might as well cook the bread.
Well, unlike you, drinking all day, we were working all day.
Oh,
and so
hey.
you would get home until almost 7-ish.
I have been pulling double shifts at the old spermazoa factory.
Yeah.
over there.
the boys have been busy, I see.
Oh, my God.
Sticky fingers left and
Sticky
right.
fingers.
It
But
You like that sound effect? I made
it kind of works. It really does.
I do have a
Kinda
couple
weird.
of neat things, though, for our listeners.
What's that?
neat
Knees.
things, Wicked
Knees.
Pizza. That's so neat.
I'm so excited.
One, and
Oh, that's neat.
as we mentioned before on a previous show and also on our Facebook page, I think on Twitter, Patty and I, you were there, I think you came later, met the folks at Gun Barrel Coffee.
Yes.
And remember the coffee place at the Chicago flea market?
Yeah.
And Patty and I, we mostly her. She reached
Thankfully,
out to
they
them.
had crushed up,
So
ground up coffee that
Yeah.
you guys
No.
could take.
Oh, well, yeah, they had samples, but we took home beans.
Instead of
We didn't realize we were taking home beans.
Yeah.
instead of good old Bumpa here going, I gotta crush up the beans in my teeth.
Some people do that. Like,
Actually, have you ever had chocolate-covered espresso beans?
no.
Delicious. I used to eat them by
I
the
suppose
handful.
she eats real Boston baked beans, also those kind of candy kind.
Oh, I love those too.
some
Those
reason.
are good. But no, you remember Gloria Jeans in Natick Mall?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they sold them. They sold
Yeah,
them.
how can we
They had
forget
a-
All
that?
right.
Oh wait, do I need to know?
No.
Was
it's
she
just-
hot?
No. Oh. Were there any? I don't think there were any. Were there?
Yeah, there were.
But anyway,
Anyway,
we
sorry.
reached out. We were able to talk to Sal, the founder, and some other people that I don't know if they're owners, but managers, whatever. And when we got back, I reached out to Sal from Gun Barrel Coffee, and he was nice enough to set us up with a promo code. So if you go to gunbarrelcoffee.com, I believe it is. Maybe you could check that for me real quick. Gunbarrelcoffee.com. It is on a Facebook page, and I will make sure it gets up there shortly.
Look at the picture. I took a picture of it. I know you did too.
There's several selections of coffee. We have the Hoo-Ha, right?
Yes, Hoo-Ah.
Hoo-Ah.
H-O-O-A-H.
Yep, Hoo-Ah. Gun Barrel Coffee, which is a medium blend.
You are correct with that address. It is gunbarrelcoffee.com, all one word.
Excellent. And gunbarrelcoffee.com, there's several different things to pick from. They actually have like a monthly subscription. Yeah.
I would have ordered some, but somebody who already has a coffee maker took the coffee machine that was here.
Well,
This
it
is a
took us
bitch.
until, a couple days ago to actually buy a coffee grinder. and grind
Yeah.
the
So we
beans.
just today,
Oh, my
this
God,
morning, we
yes.
had our first cup.
Yeah, and it was...
It's really good.
It's
so you
so
can
good.
bring that back here, and so I can partake.
Well,
in
yes,
coffee?
we'll get you some. We'll bring some
It's
for
actually,
you.
it's really good. I'm actually glad that we got the beans now that I think about
Yeah.
it, because it'll be super fresh. by the
Right.
time
So
we go drink
we
it.
grind it when we need it. That's it. So it's pretty cool, actually.
I
But
can
anyway,
just see him with a manual
Oh,
grinder.
I did. I was
it was
no, it's
good.
an
He was
electric
awesome.
grinder.
We put
I
it
did it.
together, and yeah, it worked well.
But anyway, we had that. It was delicious. They have a whole bunch of different ones to pick from. It's a veteran-owned company. They
46
also
okay. First of all, who is drinking the Colonel subscription worth? The $46.50 a month. If you were drinking that much
There's-
coffee, you have issues.
right. I mean, but see, that's
But
something
what
like
do you
if you
get
have
for
an
that?
office.
What do you get
That's-
for that $46.50?
How
Does
many
it say?
bags? It says right up there.
Well, if
Ounces?
it's $46.50 worth of coffee,
Yeah.
you have a problem. That would be like buying
Well-
$46.50 worth of beer. a
4
week.
bags. How many
It's
cups does
4
it make?
bags. That's what's because our bag was
Let's say
with
how many
tax,
cups
it was
right under it.
$14.
It's right on the front of it. See, 1 bag
Four
called cake.
bags or K-cups.
Well, anyway,
But
those,
it's really
that
delicious.
first page is like you see the subscription services. If you just get it delivered to you automatically every month,
You probably just-
but you don't have to do that. There's also up on the top is products. I think it is.
Well, I'm looking at it.
and you can buy individual bags.
I mean, look at it. You're giving money to veteran and first responder charities.
It's a veteran-owned company.
And
as well.
as
That's
many-
what drew me in.
Yeah, as many people may or may not realize that if you get the coffee beans, you actually get more out of it. You know, the beans produce more grounds than you would out of a bag. You know what I mean? But anyhow,
Of course, you would think that.
but anyway, if you use the promo code WICKED1, WICKED, the number 1, WICKED1, you'll get 10% off your purchase.
Nice. That's awesome.
And that's
Thanks,
exclusive
guys.
to our listeners with that code. That's something they set us up with.
And if you like coffee, you would really like it. Like on the day we went, it was super, super hot.
Yeah.
And they served it to us
Iced coffee.
as iced coffee.
Yeah.
And it was delicious then, and brewed was like, it was really good.
Yeah, it was great as iced coffee. The hot coffee this morning, it was great. Delicious. And they have a variety of brands. They also have a Cuff'em Joe brand
No way.
flavor. Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, some of the products.
Plus, they also have swag.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
Coaster
I want those
4-pack.
coasters, man.
Yeah, I like those.
Custom made by one of the company employees or
You
owner.
get the baseball hat, car sticker, plenty more stuff too.
I do have a sticker.
That's cool. You do?
I do.
I didn't get one.
I had 2 of them. I gave one to the Black Duck Radio Show.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, that's when we went to that flea market. We went before the show that day.
Yes. He hooked us up. So, see, what's that? Go back up to the blue one. What's that one?
That is Cuff'em Joe.
And the red one?
And that is Engine.
Yeah. So they're supporters of public safety.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
they
police and fire.
a portion of the proceeds go to various charities, and at the checkout you can select which
Charity.
charity,
What
more of
a
a
novel
category.
idea, because
veteran,
most people
or
are
first
just-
responders, things like that.
Most people do things they don't even know where the money's going.
Yeah.
Here, you know that the money is going to a good cause. And
That's
you
awesome.
met the guy, and he's...
Yep.
I mean, he looked like an honest guy that I saw from across the room before I almost passed out, before I had
Oh my God, you were
water.
dying.
Actually, when I reached out
You
to
were
him,
so hot.
when I reached out to him on
It was like
Facebook.
120 degrees out there.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna die. But when I reached out to him on Facebook, Sal from Gun Barrel Coffee, he responded almost immediately and gave me. I have his personal cell phone number, and he.
Well, he's
just
going to
keep
regret
him-
giving that to you.
Yeah, right.
You're going to be calling, hey, man, can you slide me some...
Yeah, right.
We need some
Joe.
beans,
You got any
baby.
of that good Colombian stuff? Not the
yeah.
not
And
the
I can just
brown.
see it now. Homeland Security all of a sudden comes knocking on the door.
Yeah. But definitely check them out, gunbarrelcoffee.com. And I will also put that on our Facebook page.
Nice.
Like I said, use that promo code WICKED1, the number 1, not ONE, WICKED1.
And it definitely beats some of the garbage that's out
Yeah.
there on the market today. Oh my God.
So definitely try at least a bag. If you like it, order more. Like I say, the more you order, the more you save. So,
Exactly.
So to join people joining us in the chat room tonight
Yes.
so far, we have Huber signing off first.
What's up, Hube?
He says you slam the toilet seat, and then Bubba says that you smell her cooking. Is that code for turd?
No.
And then you've got Tiger Lily, and Tiger Lily
What's up,
does
T?
have a coffee grinder.
yeah, we just
Now
bought
we do now too.
Yeah, we bought a small one from Walmart, $16. It works quick.
Oh, yeah,
10
because
seconds.
money is just...
It's the cheapest one, dum-dums. So I didn't go,
It was?
money's like nothing. Yeah, it was the cheapest one.
Then you got
Oh.
people like me who are buying no-name brand potato chips at Aldi
Right,
last
so they can
week.
spend $30 on signs and other shit you find at the...
Well, I need that stuff.
Ah.
This stuff is important.
Collectibles, I know, right?
Yes, I mean it's.
Uh,
Who doesn't need a gigantic bee that at one time sat on top of a store?
Oh, you know what I found today when I was
What did you found?
when I was cleaning the garage. Ugh. I found, what is this symbol called? Wait,
Prince,
I can't think. What is that one?
infinity.
No. What is that?
Oh, ampersand.
Yeah.
An ampersand.
Yes. I have that.
Correct.
That would go with your
grammatical.
bee. I was like, oh, I'm
Bee
taking
and
this.
well, we'd have to
And
find
I
another
found
bee.
I found a metal lowercase cursive bar sign. It has like lights in it. So I'll have to bring it to the studio.
We'll hang
It was
that over
cool.
that side of the.
It came from the shanty.
Oh, the shanty, which has been since dismantled and.
No, it just was threatened to be dismantled. It just looks like a hot mess in there.
Well,
now,
you know
but
why
that's
it
okay.
hasn't. It's just because he just doesn't have the time. You know, he's like this. I gotta go and do it. Oh, what?
You know what? It's not even worth our conversation.
Yes.
So what else? What else you got?
another
Meat.
product from a company called Sunny Dog. They'll be sending us a couple of samples. Well, ideally for, maybe you, I don't know. But Byron and I, they are office chair wheels, very high end. They basically took like rollerblade wheels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's quiet, much smoother type thing. None of that clunky the wheels that you have now. So they're going to send us a couple sets of those to try out, and they'll also set us up with our own promo code also.
Wow. Have
So,
you been networking, Bubba?
I am. I'm networking this stuff so like we can prove that what we can do, and then hopefully actually
You done it again.
actually
Pat
get
on
some
the back.
get some sponsors.
There you
So
go.
I figure we reach
You
out,
work
offer to
it,
help
boy.
other people.
Work it.
If we can
it.
get a few deals, and right now, it's not they're not paying us anything, but at the same time, now we can offer our listeners something extra, just
Exactly.
discounts
One
here
hand
and there.
washes the other.
Sure.
In a way, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
So if we
help
can
out
keep
each
making
other?
these little connections, it helps. And
I took it out of the
ah,
oven.
he was
Oh,
well, that was
okay.
burning
No,
down.
I
Did
knew
you turn the oven on?
I sure did.
But
I used to live here.
Yeah.
I know craft services.
you can check out Sunny Dog, SUNNIEDOG, SUNNIEDOG, and we'll have some sets there to test out. And when we get more information as far as the discount, we'll let you know. But check that out. If you have an office chair, this may be a solution because a lot of people get an office chair, but the wheels suck, the wheels fall off,
yeah.
this thing like that.
So do they screw in? Like do they have that?
A lot of them just kind of have this little pop-in, snap-in type
Ooh.
thing.
I like that motion.
It's, their kits, I guess, are fairly universal. So they're fairly universal and they'll work with almost all office chairs. And they're heavy duty and
they're
smooth.
like rollerblade wheels?
Yeah, rollerblade wheels.
That's
Rollers,
cool. That's cool. Those things work like magic.
Yeah.
I just found my rollerblades today also.
Oh, did you?
Have you ever rollerbladed, Bumpa?
It looks as though Sunny
may
Dog is also available on Amazon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. SUNNIE Dog?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wheels. Might probably find them on Facebook, so I know that's where I reached out to them. But yeah, we just trying to find those little things for people to to benefit our listeners as well as boost ourselves a bit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Rollerblade.
Speaking of
office chair
boosting ourselves,
wheels.
what else do we have going on?
What else?
Next week?
Next week. What's next week? Oh yes, okay. Well, I was going to mention 3 Cools first.
Okay.
Right? And,
this hat.
we get a couple of hats, and what else did we get?
I just saw 2 hats.
Did we get shirts? Oh, I think we just got 2 hats.
We got 2 hats.
Okay. But yeah, this company called 3 Cools Clothing. You'll find them on Facebook. They're 3 Cools Clothing.
The number
And-
3?
Yep, I believe so.
COOLS?
3 COOL Cools.
Yes.
Plural. Clothing, yeah. I remember that, sorry. 3 Cools Clothing. You'll find them there. 3 guys that started this little clothing company. And they gave us 2 hats for free.
One of them kept me amused on the ride out.
Oh, yeah, this one here.
No, it was the other one.
No, it's
What
this
was the
one
other
here.
one?
I don't have
It
the other
was
one.
that one?
Yeah.
Where'd
The other one's, I
one
don't know.
What was the
it's
other
over
one?
here somewhere.
One says beat it nerd.
Sports.
Yeah, the other one says sports. This one says beat it nerd. So
Yo,
they have
bumper.
they
For a
probably-
hat, it's very comfortable.
It's comfortable. It's snapback. It's a good brand and good quality. I mean, give it a feel. That was a trucker style, but it
I
was
was gonna
still
say, is it a trucker
not like
hat?
a
Yes.
cheap trucker style. And it's really good. They
Word.
have
Oh
a
my God, wait.
variety of
Yes, we got to take a picture
different
of
ones to
Byron
choose
in
from. The Beat It Nerd is kind of
Yes.
that is kind
Love
of
it.
gangster, flat brim and shit.
and shit.
Yeah, and
Sorry, I had
sports.
to.
The sports one is kind of simple, but good if you're, I don't know, dressed ready for a workout. But 3 Cools Clothing, check them out on Facebook. They were nice enough to send us a couple of hats. And so, as Patty mentioned, next Tuesday,
What?
the big show, Byron.
Yay!
Well, yeah.
I hope you took the night off,
Staring at
mister.
me like a deer in the headlights. Oh, what night is that?
I know, what
Shit,
night is it?
let me look at the
Next
calendar.
Tuesday.
Bull Mansion open mic comedy night.
It's the debut of Byron on mic. Doing
Yeah.
stand up.
No.
You know,
I'm trying.
I
well, if an opening happens, that'll happen. we won't say
God.
anything to him.
That could get me good and liquored up.
Yeah, we won't
Dude.
say it. We'll just get you a couple of
I will
shots.
buy you
Hey,
shots.
Yeah.
We'll just bring we'll bring a flask of the Jack and Honey.
Yeah, I'm
or
not
something.
leaving my car in Worcester overnight. Not in that neighborhood.
And we've all been there a few times. It's a great show.
It's
It's great talent. You get a lot of frequent flyers, returners of that,
Yes.
as well as new people here and there.
Yep.
And it's a very popular show now. They're always booked out. Within,
my God, how
within
many-
like an hour of the
Exactly.
of the show. So like tomorrow, next week when we do the 31st, that night they'll be by morning they'll be booked for the next show.
It will.
Oh yeah, easily.
So, and which I think they
How
have
did we
like
stumble
20
upon it?
different people.
Do
We just saw it on a thing one time. We said, "Hey, let's go to this," and
Yeah.
that's what we did. And I think Kayla might have been Kayla.
They sit there together and pore over the internet for local shit to go to.
We
And
do.
We, being them. I'm always at work cleaning the trenches out, and these two.
Well, then we can report back to you
They do.
and let
They
you know.
report, and I have gotten things like Greta Van Fleet we're playing,
Yes.
and I couldn't
Los
go to
Lobos.
that.
We're going to talk about that.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Do you
But
know
let's-
about that?
I had heard
Let's
about
finish
it.
yeah,
the
let's
comedy
finish
show.
Okay, so the price it's a free comedy show,
Yep.
but they just kind of ask that someone buy
Yeah,
like
it's
a
free
drink,
to go in,
water,
and it's really
or
the
soda,
bar.
Coke,
The bar there is
you know.
not expensive at all.
No.
No, they just ask you to buy something that kind of fund the reason they're open.
Yeah.
I want to
Exactly.
take a few photos when we
Yeah.
get there next time.
It's
That'll be a
cool.
good idea.
How would
Apparently,
you
I will
describe?
be there at 6 p.m. You guys will be there, rolling in, going.
No,
the
I'm
talent,
not. I'm not
goddammit.
working. I took it off, so I'll
I'm
come
working, so he's
But
at my mercy.
We'll do the setup. All right.
So what does that mean?
I can come
I'm
get
on my
you or
own?
something. I don't know. We'll figure
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
he'll come. Yeah, 20 minutes late on bumper time.
Where's patty
Well,
cakes? I can
yeah.
try it myself.
Bumper time is one thing. Bumper cakes time is a whole new world.
Oh, that's for sure.
But
That's
you got to fix that one.
No,
Oh, is
the
that
problem
you?
is I
You
didn't get
come
a
out?
chance to start everything up because
Oh.
I was. I was passed out.
yeah. We're like, oh
But
shit, he's sleeping. We won't.
This
refill
comedy
him.
show's got
You're
a lot
lucky I
of
didn't
people.
have a gun on me.
I know, right?
earlier,
You were way. You were
yeah,
like,
'cause
holy
you-
shit!
I mean, you start
That's why I said
shouting.
I shoot back.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were going to reach for one. He's like.
Who's going to be there that we know?
So our biggest thing right now that we know is our good friend Kayla. Kayla Sampson will be there. Hysterically funny.
Speaking
She's
of
hilarious.
Kayla, are you set for a call?
Yes, no, yes, but yes and
Yes.
no. I know she's
Yes.
calling, but no, that's not set
No.
yet.
Okay, we do have. A
We're
caller
running
tonight.
very late. We had a lot of things going on
So
tonight.
yeah, well, we just
At least I had an excuse. I was drunk.
Oh, you were
guys-
drunk and
we
passed
had
out.
excuses too.
You were drunk and passed out. There's a good excuse.
I wish I had. A
We
better
were
excuse.
working, but that's
Huber
a terrible
knows
excuse.
all about Bumper Cakes time. He was waiting. He's still waiting. For
Oh,
his
yeah.
Oh,
ride
shit,
to the
Huber.
show.
Wait a minute, no, Huber.
No.
All
We were at
three
the
of us
flea
for
market. That was
all,
all three of us. Thing.
all three of us.
We were in Byron's car.
Right, because if anything, we spent time looking for that motherfucker who took off and went around as himself.
He was white as a ghost.
Yeah,
at the
but
flea
I did
market, though.
recon of the entire fairgrounds. I had it all set to a map in my head.
Okay.
You guys were still in the first row going,
Okay.
oh, look at this. Let's
You know
try
what?
this
I'm about
out."
to put Bump on blast right now.
Oh, yeah. He's a
Okay.
Go for
bitch
it.
shopper.
I love this dude to death, but he's very slow. I can scan real fast, scan it. If it's worth walking in, I'll walk into it. We just went to Brimfield after we went camping.
Oh, my God.
So-
that must have taken 2 days to get through the first row.
I'm bitchy. I'm fucking hot as shit. I'm like dying. I have 2 kids that are crabby that if they don't get a knife, they're going to be like little bitches. So I'm just like, we gotta go. What do we have to go do? We're on a time limit or something.
One of the boys had to be back.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah,
So I was just like, we gotta go, and I was just cranky. I can't be too hot. So anyway, and I'm like, come on, let's go. We gotta get going. We gotta get going. So that's kind of what happened.
I can't
Like-
remember our telephone number.
774
3147.
7044. No.
Yep.
It's 44.
Cooper wants to get in my lap.
Yeah,
But,
well, remember what happened
So
last time.
Yes. So basically, ow, Cooper, your
Hey,
nails are crappy. So basically, what I'm saying is that Bumpa takes a long time to shop. He wants to look, he wants to enjoy it, but that's why we were running so late that day.
Another thing is, though, you can't go to somewhere like that with 5 people. Just like
What,
'cause-
Brimfield?
Yeah, because you're just waiting and everyone else is looking at different things.
I hear you.
So, but
Next time we'll go. You know what? We'll make it a date.
No,
Just you and I.
he is the slowest ass.
Oh, nice. Hi, welcome to the Mike and Fisher Show. You just put me on blast.
Hey.
Hey, honey.
She's sitting there with her mouthful of Bumpa's nuts, and
Stop it. He just points.
Hi,
He just
guys.
points at me and's like, "Okay, say hello." They answer the phone.
my.
What's up? What's up? How are you?
Living the dream. We're on
Aren't we
vacation.
all? Yes.
for those listening, we are talking to our good friend Kayla Sampson, comedian extraordinaire.
She had us at hello way back in the day.
Yes, she did. She did. And she's awesome. You can catch her all over the place. We are blessed to. Well, we missed it because she had the flu that time.
Oh,
We went to
Mohegan
Comics
Sun.
in
I know.
Mohegan Sun. That was 99% of the reason we did that was to get there to see her.
I was all excited, and then all of a sudden, oh well, Kayla's not going to be there. I'm like, you got me out of bed for this? Then I mean,
We just want to let you know, Kayla, we are your biggest supporters. That's for sure.
I know. You guys are great. You guys, it's like my little crew. My pick.
We got your back, girl.
Yeah, the Kayla Sampson fan club president, vice president, and secretary all in one right here.
Oh, very nice.
But I personally have to thank you for that performance you did for us and my colleagues at work. That was awesome. And you pulling that together was fucking extraordinary.
And she was the
She was
the hostess with the mostest.
Yeah.
and she stayed sober throughout the entire thing. I was impressed.
I aim to please.
Who, Kayla or me?
Oh,
No, you were gone after the first comic.
I'm always gone right after
it was funny because Kayla, they're out there, and Kayla, excuse me, I'm choking on my fucking pistachio here.
on his nuts. Yeah,
Shut up.
Joking on your nuts.
Yeah.
Salty nuts.
So Kayla and her girlfriend, fiance, I don't know, were leaving, and she didn't have cell phone reception, so she had no idea where she was going, how to get out of there. Right? Do I remember that correctly?
Yes, that
Because
is
we were out
correct.
in the- you know,
Middle
like-
of nowhere.
You know it. You were there, Byron. It was in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I barely knew where I was, and
Yeah.
I drove there.
But yeah, she was completely lost without a GPS. It was out in the middle of nowhere, but she was awesome to pull off that show. She coordinated a show that benefited the Warren, Mass Police Department Canine Unit, and she brought in a couple of great comedians. They were hilarious.
And the dog did a search of the room and found $80 worth of cocaine, and it was
Damn, he didn't share?
Well, hey, at least I did my disclaimer and, for liability purposes, told everybody not to go pet the dog with the drugs in your pocket.
Yes.
So,
well. I saw like 8 people leave through the back door. They thought the dog was coming in.
So we met Kayla initially. The first time we met her was at a fundraiser show that Brian Pelicano put on, and with Brian Holland. Why am I drawing a blank?
Todd Clay.
Thank
Yeah,
you, yes,
Todd was
Mr.
there.
Clay, Todd Clay, and Tobin, and what a great, awesome mix that was. And obviously, we just, as cool as we are, we hit it off with Kayla, and she's become our little, adopted
Mascot.
comedian.
Yeah, I like the little mascot. It's fine.
Yeah.
Little
She's-
adopted. You make it sound like she's little orphan Kayla. I mean,
Well,
And didn't she pop her cherry that night in comedy?
Ooh,
Performing comedy?
You are
Ooh.
made.
it
I
was
did.
one of the
oh
earlier,
my
yeah.
God. Yes, that was it. That was a very awful night, but great at the same time.
Yeah, that was. She did pop her cherry. Because didn't you have a birthday party prior to that and had some comedians at your birthday, I think?
I did, yes. My girlfriend set up my birthday party, and she had some awesome comedians in Massachusetts there. And, the joke was that I would have to get up and do my first, few minutes of stand-up unbeknownst to me, I had no idea what was going on, so I looked like a real ass clown when I got up there, but I did it, and that's how I started. Almost be here.
And we loved you. We just loved your enthusiasm and how you present yourself on stage.
I'm getting better, yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, I get better.
She's at the drive-thru right now, and
I'll take 2 Big Macs, small fry.
Oh,
What's that? You wanted a large orange soda?
yeah,
The high tea. No, so you guys are coming to Bull Mansion, right?
When? Where?
31st, July 31st.
Yes.
Yeah.
At Bull Mansion.
That's right. Okay.
well, we also want people to go to Mohegan Sun.
Are you doing that, Kayla, or no?
If I can get 4 people, I mean, the 3 of you are 3, so you just need to bring a friend, and we can all mosey on down.
I know. We try. It's an odd night for us. It's next. Is it next Thursday? No.
It is Thursday, August 16th, I think. Yeah,
August
Thursday,
16th.
August.
We will see. I just saw that you may have removed the dates, and I was like, no. But we will do our best to get there.
Now, do you have anything else coming
I'm
up?
sorry.
Yeah. The newbie comedies, the comedians, they get to bring their guests. So, if I don't have any guests, I can't come. So.
No, I got you. Oh, that's kind of pushy, though, isn't it?
Whoops.
Huh.
That gets people in the door.
Yeah, all right.
Start from the bottom. No, you gotta start from the bottom.
Now, do you have your own... I know you have your Facebook page, because we're friends on that, but you have a Kayla Sampson comedy page?
No, I do not have that yet.
I would think that's something you should do, because some of the videos you made are hilarious, and then some of the other stuff you have, put that all on there, and then kind of, build up that following, I don't know, just a thought. But,
I mean, I'm going to have to hire an assistant at this rate.
all right. Oh. Well,
what are you paying?
Bubba's free for the most part. He doesn't do anything.
No,
anymore.
I don't do anything.
He got laid off from the Spam Factory.
Yes.
Damn, I missed the bacon flavored spam.
I'm down to 56 hours a week now, so I have so much free time.
Yeah, what the hell's the matter
Yeah.
with you?
Yeah.
You're spending them at the Build-A-Bear workshop, I see.
Oh, my God. I could have used
Living
it
your
to help
best
the time
life,
go
huh?
by.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe he even did that. What a good
You won't
dad.
even catch me in a mall anymore. I used to do the Paul Blart thing, and I wouldn't go into a mall ever again.
I dragged him to a mall on Friday night.
Oh, my God. We went to Solomon Pond. Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. Well, no, was it? No, I don't remember.
No, it wasn't bad. We ended up the Fridays.
No, it
afterwards,
is
so.
bad. It's inside a mall.
Oh.
Any mall is
Him
bad.
and I, every 2 weeks, we go insanely crazy and eat out like 12 times within like 3 days, right?
Yeah. So, let's get back to the phone caller.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, we are so derailed every time. That's how it took me so long to get through the fucking coffee bit.
Yeah, 20 minutes. For
He was
Yeah,
such a
shit.
brat. Oh my God.
Yeah, Kayla,
Oh.
you should really see his expressions right now. He is such a bitch with these
I
expressions.
am.
Like,
So, what is it like? Yeah, just right over him. I got shit to do here.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. What is it like being a woman in comedy? Do you see any challenges as far as that compared to the guys, or is that not any a factor?
You put me in the hot seat. I mean, so, my mom told me once that there's like 2 things I can't do because they're male-dominant professions. And like the first one was an undertaker because it's a male-dominant profession. And, I take the rap for that. Like, women can't do that. But so I backed out of that and didn't do it. And the second thing my mom said was stand-up comedian because comedy is hard. Guys are everywhere. It's easier for men to just, I guess, do their thing. But there's a lot of up-and-coming women in comedy, like in Massachusetts, and I think they're really going to take over. Sorry, guys, but it's hard. But I think there's some people that are like headlining, and they're really going to do it.
I got to tell you, I am far happier going to see a female comic than a male comic.
That's because you're single.
I mean, there's that. But, I mean, but what she doesn't tell you is the first night that I met her, I've had a little to drink, and of course I'm like, hey, you're kind of cute, and you went, yeah, there's my girlfriend over there, and it was just
just chirping crickets. Yeah.
Chirping crickets.
No. Now, it'd be like I said, yeah, or as you said, it's trying to prove wrong as far as a woman being able to be successful in comedy, and there's upcoming women in Massachusetts for comedy. And I think a lot of it also has to do with society in general has changed. I'm sure you get 20 plus years ago, you get the old timers who are just, a woman belongs in the kitchen. There's still a few of those. We know a few of those. There's still a few of those that don't believe that a woman should be doing this or that.
Bumpa is one of them.
No, I am not. Shut the fuck up. But, as we've gone to, like, today, 99% of the people, have different mindset than what they had, 30 plus years ago.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
Yeah, so I think obviously there's more of an acceptance in female comics, and, like Ellen DeGeneres was one of the big pioneer.
Please.
Well, I mean, she's one of the big icebreakers for female comedians. She won Comedian of the Year, long ago.
So wasn't what's her nuts there?
I remember Rosie O'Donnell back in the day.
Yeah.
I used to watch her on late night at the Improv with Bud. What was his name? Bud something?
You're talking right over our guest there.
I'm sorry.
Plug in. There you go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Kayla. What was it?
I said I used to have the biggest crush on Rosie O'Donnell.
Okay, so when she first started out, she was kind of attractive.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, I mean she's like a whole nother beast now, but
oh yeah, just open the door and it's like.
But you guys heard of have you heard of the Amazon series? I think it's The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
No.
So that's pretty cool to hit on your subject of women in comedy. So it's based in the 1950s, maybe 1940s. In it, highlights this woman who's trying to actually make it in comedy, but back in the day, women didn't have rights to do anything. They couldn't swear in public, they shouldn't be out late. So it really showcases the trials and tribulations that a person, or potentially a woman, could have gone through trying to make it as a comedian in the day. And then, obviously here you are now. But women have come a long way in comedy, so I really, I hope to see women do bigger and better things soon.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think...
Now, Bumpa, of course, is Ellen DeGeneres is what No.
I'm just saying...
Joan Rivers...
She's a different style, though. Yeah,
but
she's a different
comic.
Style. I get that.
And she, to me...
So is Carol Burnett.
Oh, my God.
I love Carol Burnett.
I grew up with Carol Burnett.
I did, too. I loved her show.
Yeah.
Different type, though.
What do you mean? Comedy is comedy, man.
Well, wasn't Joan Rivers an insult comic in a way?
No, she insulted herself, too.
No.
I mean, she's right on top of the self-deprecation comedy. And, I mean, it's like comparing... to me, strong women in comedy has been, what I've been watching all my life, from Joan Rivers to, I'm drawing a blanket at the
so old
at the women in comedy.
Lily Tomlin.
Lily Tomlin,
Is that too
everybody, the cast from SNL, the original cast was fantastic.
Lorraine Newman, Gilda Radner,
all of them, and now, it's. But as far as stand-up goes and getting your start, it probably is a little bit more difficult as a female than as a male. Because a male, you just go out there and you scratch yourself and people laugh. You really don't have
Well, I bet there's still some certain subjects too, right? I mean, subjects that men could probably pull off on as far as being found funny versus what if women deliver a similar comment, it wouldn't get that, right?
I mean,
it wouldn't get the same traction.
I don't have a penis, so I can't really get up there and talk about that all day. But if I did, I might get a few more laughs. But yeah, it's a whole new ballgame. it all depends too. All the crowds are different. You know, certain comics, some are older, some are younger, different genres, different people do different things. So it all depends on what company you're with too.
Yeah,
That's true.
You see, my big question is, who is your favorite comic? I know
My
that's a
favorite comic. I don't know. It's a hard one because I don't know who's listening.
I'm gonna have to say my favorite comic of all time was George Carlin. He was by
pretty
far.
good.
I mean, he summed it up for me. He summed it up as far as comedy goes. It was his job to think up goofy shit all week long and come and report it to you on the weekends. I mean, that was.
I'm
one
glad
of
you
his,
didn't say Bill Cosby. I mean, that would have been bad for you.
You know,
Oh, God.
Cosby
You're
was
rating.
I don't consider him.
well, Cosby was a major influence in my life. I used to go to the library and get out his albums, and I recorded all of them onto tape so that.
What was the name of the most famous one? Was it Bill Cosby himself? Is that what it was called? Where he's sitting in the chair on the cover?
Yes, that was himself.
We talked about the chocolate cake.
Dad
Dad
is
is
great. Give us
Gives
chocolate cake. And here's some Spanish fly I'm going to drop on you. And, you know.
Oh, I get
I'm
it.
looking for that.
It took me a while.
But,
Now, Kayla, when did you first think or feel or know you were funny?
Honestly, I feel like I've always felt it, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
so basically right out of the womb.
Yeah, primarily. I came out and I was like, joke's on you, bitches. I'm staying. But I don't know. I think probably middle school into high school. I mean, I was never like a class clown or anything like that, but I've always had kind of like a dry sense of humor, which, you know, I'm quick-witted, I guess you could say. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's always been there. It's just a matter of, you know, finding an audience of people who think it's funny, which brought me to the stand-up. So I've always wanted to do stand-up. I feel like I didn't know much about it. I mean, I've only been doing it for a year now. So, I mean, I've been exposed to, like, this whole, like, underground world of, like, comedians. Like, it's been right in front of me the whole time, but I had no idea. So...
Well, we got Tiger Lily out in the audience, and her question, and I know that that it is a tight knit community, but Tiger Lily was saying our comics a tight knit community. From what I've seen, you guys are pretty close together, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of the people you see, you know, multiple times a week, depending on the open mics that you're going to, the areas that you're surrounded with. I mean, it's a really good idea to, you know, to network with other comedians because, like I said, there's always something going on somewhere. You know, we're all trying to do the same thing, so it's nice to have friends in low places, I guess.
Yes. And then, of course, the follow-up question for Tiger Lily is, do you get nervous before a show?
Oh, boy, do I get nervous. I get so nervous. Like, I think the first few times I ever did any kind of, even at like an open mic or, I think that you saw me at that fundraiser and I probably had half a bottle of Tums and like, I was afraid if I sneezed I was in trouble. I mean, it all depends too on the crowd that you feed off the people that are around you. That was a really tough situation where there weren't a lot of people in attendance, so it really like sparked my nerves even more.
Yeah, because all eyes are on you. You feel like you have to perform more.
Yeah, it's just a lot of pressure. And then somebody actually asked me backstage once, you know, before it was an open mic or something, are you a peer, a puker, or a shitter? And I was like, what? And they were like, so it's like a thing, like, within comics. Like, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really, like, approached many and asked them that question as a poll, which I probably should. But it's like a thing that, you know, everybody has their nervous thing. So, you know, right before somebody has to pee or somebody has to puke or somebody has to shit. So I guess I don't feel as bad anymore.
I'd have to pee.
Well, kind of going with that question, do you feel or think you've made an ass of yourself?
Yeah, hands down. There's been a point where I just gave the microphone back. But I mean, probably not my best decision. It was just an open mic, which is nothing like degrading to say to dismiss it that it's not important. But when you're not doing well, you're not doing well. So yeah, I've had that time.
I mean, to jump back to, you know, the nervousness before, have you ever seen the movie The Rocker with Rainn Wilson?
No.
Highly recommended. It's about a guy who was a part of a heavy metal band out of the 80s, and they dumped him for another drummer.
Oh, yeah.
And the funny thing is, before each thing, he gets nervous. He throws up in his hand and puts it in his pocket.
Gross.
That was his tradition. So, I mean, it's not something that I would suggest you do. I mean,
that's
'cause
weird.
It would probably.
It sounded like she just threw
Yeah.
up.
I know, right?
But it's one of those movies that you really have to see.
I've always wanted to see that movie, though. I know which one you're talking about.
Yes, it's funny as fuck. It really is. But you know, I've been dying to try out one of these open, and it everybody says to you when you're like, oh, I'm thinking about it. Oh, you're so funny though, and I'm like, I'm funny in a conversational way. Get up there and translate that into.
Yeah, but you've never done it, so how do you?
I know, but the thing is, I know there's a difference between being funny conversationally versus standing there. And you, I mean, you say something, and you know you get a couple of crickets going.
And you just keep going. You got to just keep.
Yeah, you keep on going. But that I mean, the first time you ever did that, Kayla, did you just go like this? Fuck, I gotta back up and I gotta go now. I have to get out of here before somebody sees me. You know, is that? Have you ever had a joke bomb so bad you're just going like this?
Hold on.
What did I do? You know?
Oh yeah, hands down. And it'll happen again, and you know whatever. And I'll just get through it. And I'm much better. I've noticed. I mean, everybody has their own kind of technique and things like that. Sometimes I'm better just going with the flow. You know, having a few pinpoints of things that I know that I could top off my joke with, but sometimes I get up there and I forget like an entire joke. So if I can just manage to pull it together and like not let people see. I mean, the irony of it all is nobody knows what you're going to say. So unless you really fuck up and like stutter and just stand there and throw up in your pocket, nobody knows. I mean, they don't know I freaked out yet. Yeah. So, I think you should do it, Byron. You should go.
I think so too. Maybe we should need to encourage him.
I just bring
Tuesday
somebody
night
up
as an opening.
bring somebody up on stage and we just have a conversation, make fun of them or something, and have people just.
Well, I have a feeling Bumpa and I will be the butt of all your jokes.
Oh God, that's all I got to say is I had roommates for 5 minutes. That's all that happened. They put a dent in the floor, some marks on the wall.
Kayla, have you ever been? I don't know. Do you drink before a show? Have you ever been like hammered when you performed?
No.
Okay. Because I know some guys that do. You know, it's like, you know.
Speaking of that,
yeah, what's our beer? Right?
Yes, I'll get you a beer. I need one too.
But yeah, I know, like some guys do. You know, our friend Brian Holland. You know, he's fixated with a beer in his hand. You know, it's just. But for some guys, they need that kind of mental preparation, so to speak. Some don't. Some want a clear head. You know.
Liquid courage.
Their own little poison. Yeah. I'd probably perform more like if I've been drinking. I mean, I'd probably loosen up a little bit more. But so far, I haven't really tried any pre-drinking except for my Pepto-Bismol and my anxiety medicine.
Well, I think if you do that, you know, JT's going to have to keep tighter control of you if you start drinking for a show.
Get some Valium in you, you know.
I can just see, you know, she's going to be up there, you know, a boob hanging out or something because she's not paying attention. You just say,
I'd applaud.
Yeah, of course you would. Kayla, you could slur. If you had a boob hanging out and you slurred through the whole thing and nobody could comprehend a single thing, you get Byron a standing ovation at the end. Like, fucking bravo. But no, like
at least I can always count on that then. So if you get with a fit out, huh?
You know what? You just kind of like do a little bosom adjustment every so often.
I'd be calling for an encore. Just, you know.
Oh my god.
You men, really?
Hey, you do a bosom adjustment, you're getting attention from everybody. You know? I mean, no, male or female.
If Bumpa gets up there and his moob comes out,
my moobs are not that big.
Your moobs are bigger than mine.
No, they're not.
I doubt that.
And hairier.
Oh, well, it might be hairy.
Yeah, you can stick Velcro shit on that.
You're such an asshole.
I am.
This shit I gotta deal with, Kayla. Oh.
I think I would end up being more of an asshole comic than anything else.
Everyone's got their niche.
Yes. You're never going to know. You won't know until you try. Like, what if you try it and then you're like, I really hate this. Like, I'm just going to stick to whatever you do. Yeah. But, I mean, just try it. I'll go with you. We'll try it. We'll all go. It'll be really good or really bad, but we're here for you.
Yeah, have fun doing it, right? That's the biggest thing that matters in that type of thing.
Nothing is worse than Bumpa and I went to one of the shows. I don't think Patty was out with us that night, but that poor bastard who had his notes, he brought on stage.
No, I was there. I showed up late.
The kid was just. Let me see if I can find some note paper.
Oh yeah, and he read it like line for line, word for word.
Read it line for line, and the thing is, he's holding this note paper, and it's like,
Well, it was probably his first time.
He was absolutely shitting himself upstairs, and I'm like, I couldn't be worse than that, could I? Fuck yes, I could. Yeah.
And you're right, you're quick to criticize, but then you got to think about it. You know, it's like, oh shit, if I'm up there and fucking 40 people staring at me, I'd be like doing the same thing.
Oh great, Tiger Lily says she'll come laugh at me. They're not going to laugh at the jokes. They're just going to laugh at me. I'll be up there urinating myself.
But I give anybody credit who has the courage to get up there at least once. Even if you bomb, so what? At least you did it. You tried.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. But, she's one of those trophy moms. She gives everybody, hey, you showed up at the soccer game. You got your ass kicked, but here's a trophy.
No, I believe you only get a trophy till kindergarten. After kindergarten, all bets are off.
Kayla, we on the show here, we've talked many times about producing, if you will, our own live comedy show event somewhere. We'll pick a bar. We'll actually, put it on or coordinate it anyway, and
we're going to find a bar that we haven't been thrown out of first.
Yeah, those are hard to come by these days. But if we do something like that, most likely, I'm thinking, and I'm speaking for myself here, but I think the others will agree that you should be the MC of that. You should be the
pardon me.
Number one, and I don't know. We'd like you to lead that.
I'd like to have her headline.
Headline, and we could do that.
She's the big star.
Oh, thanks. That's nice of you, but not quite.
Maybe we'll have Pelicano do the,
the opening.
Host. Yeah, the opening.
Oh, the hosting and
opening MC, and then lead up to Kayla, and no pressure, Kayla.
No, I'm good. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to get a flu shot, so I'll be available.
I'm thinking, I still like the roof rack game.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that joke.
Oh, my God.
That's it.
That's one of my proudest things. Like, that thing just keeps getting better and better.
It does. The first time, it was kind of shaky. And then the last time I saw you, it was spot on, and you just came out, and everybody in the whole audience connected with that. That's got to be an incredible feeling when the audience connects with what you're thinking and what you're expressing.
Yeah.
And
I don't. That and that, the whole town police department, like, we're sitting in the same room as them, so.
Yeah, that's pretty good, too.
And I made me laugh. It's like laughing at the same time. That bitch, but it's hilarious. I mean, it's like, how much trouble can get in the whole police department's here already?
Yeah.
Like, what the
I know.
I thank you for that. And, we know you're hilarious, and we'd love you to be, a part of our big show someday, very soon. But, we are happy. I already knew that you were going to be at the Bull Mansion for this month when I jumped in on it. So,
I'm excited you guys are
again,
we're
like,
yeah.
We're following you, kid. You're where we want to go. And I know I saw Danny Sasso wanted a piece of it, but unfortunately, it's too late.
I know, yeah. So they book out. I did talk to him. They book out literally like the next day. So like I advised him to just be ready to get a spot for next month if he really wants to come, because you have to do it so fast.
Yeah,
I love that. That's a great open mic. I love it there. It's comfortable. in the sense that, like, you know, it's primarily all comedians there, but you don't feel, you know, any sort of...
Exactly.
It's a very supportive group, too, the people that
yeah,
go.
there's no bad vibe. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And it's a good turnout because of the amount of people that are going to perform, as well as their friends.
Well, the only comedian there that I have issue with and always feel uncomfortable around is that kid who strips down to his flannel jammies.
Oh my God!
That guy.
I don't know if we saw him the next time, did we? But that
I
was
saw
funny.
him twice there.
Did you see
Yeah.
him twice? Oh, no.
I've heard about him, but I haven't seen.
And then the other kid who read his poetry. He was the last comic of the night.
Yeah.
He gets up and he read poetry, and it just was the most uncomfortable moment. I'm just sitting there going, where does it get funny? Where is the rim shot? Where?
Oh, rim shot.
And it was like, oh, jeez.
Not that kind of rim shot, Patty. Easy.
Oh, damn it.
I do have to, first of all, I take issue with what you're wearing tonight, Bumpa.
Why?
Orioles are up right now against the Sox.
It wasn't,
you're
it's not about that. It's not about that, though. I got a bunch of different baseball things.
Yeah, well, start wearing Red Sox shit.
I just bought a
Brooklyn
Dodgers hat.
Okay, you
Is
can,
that
you
what
can
that
wear
hat was?
out
That's
of
what
league.
that is, yeah.
Oh, I
But
didn't really pay attention.
Boston
It
is
was cheap
down
as hell.
3-4.
Well,
with Baltimore. in the sixth.
Baltimore is like a secondary team for me. I'm Red Sox all the way. I just happened to be wearing a shirt because it looked comfortable. I pulled it out of the closet.
Yes.
This is the guy who chooses his clothing because it looks cool in the
Not
closet.
Cool, comfortable. Looks comfortable. I live my
Hey,
life.
don't give him shit. He's earning real estate in the closet finally.
Yeah, I went from yay long to yay long. You know.
I gave you 4 extra hangers.
Now, see, Kayla, you know that in a relationship, that's precious space, right? When you get added space, whether it be the closet or a dresser, when you get a drawer,
I can't imagine
claim your own.
I mean, like I have a lesbian bed frame.
Yeah,
I can't imagine what a
It's true.
It's true. I do. I have a lesbian bed frame. It came from a good friend of mine at work. She gave me that, and I said, "What kind of action happened on this lesbian bed frame?" And she was horrified looking at me, and then
you don't want to know type thing.
And then she rolled
All
right
good.
into it, and I mean that bed frame has seen some freaky shit, but but I can only imagine what a lesbian closet must be like.
Well, oh my God.
Seriously,
a full mix.
Well,
I'm sure.
I mean, if you're a lesbian, you're probably out of the closet. But to be in the closet with a lesbian, we have one closet. We have one closet, and let me tell you, she has more clothes than I do.
See, I would have thought the other way around.
She is a shoe whore. She has so many pairs of shoes that it's disgusting, but we make it work.
that's
for
like
now.
Bumpa with his sneakers.
Oh, yeah.
The guy's got 11 pairs of sneakers. Some of them smell like cat piss.
I got rid of all my stuff. I don't have any. I got like 3 pairs of shit. now.
Wait, you should see my car.
What?
Smells like cat piss too.
Mold. Because of...
But
Anyway. Sorry.
are there more sneakers or shoes? Yeah, I'm probably. JT,
Primarily
you have more.
sneakers, but she's
Yeah.
got quite the mixture. I mean, I admire it because I'm just like basic. I've got some flip flops, a couple pair of sneakers, and like 1 pair of dress shoes that I can't even walk in. I feel like I walk like a drag queen in my dress shoes.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, back to the whole comedy thing. Yeah, you don't bring a lot of your own personal life, like the current personal life, into the show, stuff like that. Do you think that that's something that you might branch into when you?
I think she has a little bit recently, right? I mean, you've a little more
Yeah.
here and there. You, or I guess not.
I think, yeah, I mean,
associate
I think
more.
when I run out of things or if I get nervous or something, like that's an easy go-to for me because it's something that, like, it's, my life is a joke. So, I mean, it's easy for me to at least just, like, share it with everybody else. But
I thought I was the only one who felt that way.
I don't like to pick on her too much. I have to just be careful. She's sensitive, so I don't want to get her upset.
Yeah, I can hear her right there. We're laughing about it.
She's here. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
here. We're on vacation right now. We're in the Finger Lakes.
Oh.
Hi, JT.
Is she going to be there Tuesday?
Hey!
Hey. Yeah, is she coming Tuesday or is it a hike?
She's got to work. Unfortunately, we're defying the odds with travel time and things like that. So we'll see if she can make it. But
right.
You're not like your typical lesbian couple where it's glamorous.
What the fuck is a typical?
You have like 80 kids that you adopted from Uganda or something like that, and you're making millions of dollars.
He wants those 80 kids from Uganda, but I just...
You got to pay attention to Facebook. He doesn't pay attention to anyone's Facebook, but he can pay attention to his own page. They can't even manage a cat? What do you got?
Oh, my God.
Right? They have problems handling their pets, and they talk about children, and no, not happening. No. Those girls, nope, not happening. They'll kill. I don't know. They'll kill a snake first. That's not going to happen.
Oh my God.
We need more closets before we can bring any other people around us.
Yeah.
Well, you do know that once you have children, your life is pretty much over. So, my my friend at work that I got the lesbian bed frame from, they have a daughter now, and I keep on saying to her, "Let's go out to the bars." I can't. I got to babysit the kid tonight. And I'm like, "Your life is fucking over. It's just done. You're no fun anymore. I don't want to hang out with you." And she's like, "No, you do." And I'm like, "Yeah, I want to come over your house and compare like a kitchen tile or something like that." No, I don't know. Children,
is that why you haven't been to our house lately?
you got children there. They make me nervous. Okay.
No, he just plays video games.
He can't get inoculated for children.
No, children look at you. And they're like,
my kid loves you.
They're looking into your soul.
Oh my God!
Is Byron coming camping with us?
Oh God!
Oh.
Yeah, you're coming with us, all right? Like,
I'll be weird, Uncle Byron. Just sitting over in the
as long as you're not sleeping in the same tent with them, we're good.
No,
like, yeah.
Exactly.
I'll be stewed in the corner, and the kids will be like, "Hey, he's funny." No, he's just drunk. Okay?
Oh my God! What's that shirt you bought me?
Oh wow! Oh shit!
You know the show Bob's Burgers?
Yeah.
And you know the mom on Bob's Burgers?
I was talking to my server at Hooters today about Bob's Burgers, yeah.
Mom's not drunk, she's fun. She's having fun or something like that?
Yeah,
I forget.
she's only having fun. It's
I get a t-shirt for that, bought it for that, for
me.
camping.
I'm like, great, thanks.
I don't know if you pay attention to their Facebook feed, but I mean, they posted a photo of themselves and they're like, "Look, the happy couple camping," and I'm like, "Look, the roasted couple camping."
Oh, we were so hammered. We were drinking Mai Tais and like vodka watermelon.
Yeah, Kayla, if you want to come camping, join us.
Yes,
we got a spot.
We're going August 11th to New Hampshire.
I'm not.
Yes, she said yes. Yeah, definitely come with us.
He said yes.
Oh my God, we bought a yurt.
All right, let me get this. JT says yes, but Kayla can't think of the bugs. What's the problem?
What? Now that's just it. It's always when you have a couple, unless it's you two, because
Brandy,
Bumpa and Patty Cakes are just something out of left field. It's just not right. They both get along with each other. They both
terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh my God! Wow.
And let's go camping. Let's go antiquing. Let's go. And the rest of the planet is like this. Let's go here. No, I got to do this.
We do stuff.
I'm saying.
Well, we have time where we can't do stuff too. I mean, I got to work, and we'll work straight out for a week or so, and then we'll find something to enjoy together.
All right, enough about us. Let's get back to this comedy.
No, you guys are.
I'm
my
bringing
routine is going to be about.
I want to know. You're debuting your routine tonight.
I'm building my profile.
I want to know what Kayla's issue about camping is now.
Yes, you don't like camping, Kayla?
Well, for starters, I mean, I'm just not that outdoorsy. Like I don't know. I can't. Today I went kayaking for the first time, and that was pretty awful.
Today you went kayaking?
I mean,
I love kayaking.
Yeah.
I got in the kayak, and I probably made it like less than 3 feet from the shoreline in place. I freaked out. I ended up under a dock.
Oh, shit.
It was windy. It was really windy. Like, the waves were, like, bitch slapping me in the face. The water was getting in my canoe, and I just was like, I can't. Yeah, I had to, like, send the Coast Guard a message, which was Jen at the shoreline.
Oh, my God.
How long did you do that for?
SOS.
It It was probably literally only 5 minutes, but it was the worst 5 minutes of my life. That's how I started my day.
I gotta side with Kayla on this one. I mean, if I so Bumpa and I were in a sporting goods store one time. I was looking for T-shirts and sneakers as usual, and Bumpa was standing near all the kayaks, going, "We should buy these."
Yeah,
I'm like, I've never been kayaking. I'm not going to spend $1,100 on a plastic.
You can get a kayak at Walmart for $190.
You can get a casket at Walmart for $300.
Yes, you can.
Kayla, I was gonna say if you had done it for a few hours, then you'd want to take about 6 or 7 ibuprofen before you go to bed.
6 or 7 and 11 beers.
You're gonna be hurting. And
I know. The next time I try to kayak, it's probably going to be either in like a bathtub or a pool.
All right, good place to start.
You know what? Don't do it in a pool. I could just imagine. I could see you flipping it and drowning. So don't do the pool.
No, don't say that.
No,
Well, because it's round, she's not gonna be able to go anywhere.
I'm just, I don't know. I'm not that kind of lesbian. We just got bikes. we got some new bicycles, so that happened. We went to the store to look at the bikes, and we came home with 2 bikes. And my little friend here said that we could start slow, so it was pretty cool. There's some God. There's some bike trails, and they start in Lowell, and then they go through Chelmsford and Concord, and it's really nice. So we started off slow. We started like 2.8 miles maybe, and we stopped to have a beer, and we were supposed to turn right around and come back. So it would have been about like 3 miles total.
3 miles? I would have had about 8 beers in that time, and then just tied a rope onto Bumpa's thing, and he just would have been the motor. I mean, Christ.
Pull me home.
I'm laying back on this one.
I almost needed an Uber because we made it to mile 10, and it was brutal.
The best line in that right there is, "I'm not that kind of lesbian."
Yeah, that was pretty good. I agree with her, though. I'm not that kind of dude. I wouldn't do that shit.
No, you're on the same page as her. There's a lot of stuff you're not doing either.
I am a glamper, not a camper.
Yeah, I'm a glamper all day.
Yeah. I could already see you crawling in and out of that tent at night, drunk, fall over.
All right, so
especially the tents we have.
And the way your back is.
The last time I went camping,
you'll fall on the fucking ground.
I had Fireball. Repeatedly. Shit. Shots of Fireball, and I got up at 4:30 in the morning, and there was a whole group of people, and I somehow unzipped my way out of the fucking death trap of a tent, zipped it back closed so no bugs would get back in, and I ran about a quarter mile into the woods and yerked it all over the. I mean, it was awful, and then I found one of them water spigots, and it just soaked my head and drank, and then somehow got back into the tent and passed back out again. Of course, the people in the tent next door weren't as nice as me. They were out just puking all over the campsite. As soon as they get out of the door, they're, making that noise. And a tent, thin walls, I mean, as your neighbors know.
Yeah. We found out about that.
But I think, I'll look it up, get more info on it, but I think Kayla and JT should join us. I say look to see what the numbers are as far as how many we're allowed to have.
Yeah, we'll see.
Definitely, I'll extend that invitation, but, something to keep in mind, because JT's all excited, so.
Oh, yeah, she's into the earth and stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
Well, all right, Kayla, thanks for joining us, kid. And,
all right, thanks for having me, guys. I'll see you next.
Yeah, it's on Tuesday, and when's your the tentative comic date?
August 15th, Thursday, August 16th.
August 16th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have anything else yet?
No, not yet. I don't.
Okay.
I've been off the radar a bit, but I'm trying to get back on.
All right. Well, summer is kind of slow, so.
Well, we can't wait till next week.
I was riding my bike. I know, I can't wait either. I'm excited.
Hey, put JT on for a second.
Oh, no.
All right. They want to talk to you.
Hey, what's up, kid?
How are you?
Good,
Hi,
how are you?
JT.
Oh, you guys miss me?
Yes, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so you want to go camping, right?
Oh dear Lord.
He's working on JT now.
Literally brought a tent for vacation, and we're staying in a really nice house by the lake. And I already pitched the tent in the backyard. That's how desperately I want to go camping.
See, this is Bumpa's method: divide and conquer.
Yes,
this
right.
is how he does this.
Get Kayla, who's dragging her feet on it. I got to get her away. Pull JT in and just say, "S'mores, girl, s'mores."
Yes.
All right.
And when I camp, I go all out.
S'mores, drinking. She's cooking. She's got like a full little kitchen
Oh my
setup
God,
going.
I'm like cooking 3-course meals every meal.
Yeah.
I'm insane.
And swatting bugs the entire
That's right.
time.
It's good eating, but we're
I'm
outdoors.
doing it in a bikini though, so at least it looks good.
Lots of sitting around the fire and
We had fun though.
yeah, lots of sitting around the fire and just mellow. And this place has a pool. There's I don't know if it's indoor, this one, but there's all kinds of stuff. The pools.
You have to message
boats.
her on Facebook.
Yeah, we could. You and Patty could actually probably canoe a boat while Kayla's just in the middle.
Whoops.
Oh,
Yeah.
we would
Yeah.
have awesome. I don't mind leaving her. That's fine.
Let's do it.
There's so much fun to be had.
It is.
So leave Kayla behind with me. We'll we'll cook and we'll shoot the shit and beers over fire and s'mores and
Exactly. So when we go,
But we are looking at August 11th that weekend. So I don't know.
where do you guys camp?
Wow, we're going to a place in New Hampshire, Ringe, New Hampshire.
Finally, they're going out of state to
Yes,
camp.
we were in Sturbridge. Now we're in.
We want to go to the one in New York we found. It's got a place.
It's called Aloha, or one part of it's like Aloha.
Yeah, because
Beach or
nothing
something.
says Hawaii than New York.
No,
Oh, you should see this place though.
It's a
Oh,
huge
man.
campground, and they have a huge theme pool.
Oh, wait.
Called Aloha Beach.
JT, I have a selling point to our weekend.
Yeah.
The weekend that we're going.
Oh yeah.
The weekend that we're going camping
That's right.
is called Redneck Weekend. So
my God.
we're dressing
See,
up.
those are the best.
I'm buying him like a mullet wig and like some goofy teeth. I'm gonna have like a baby in my belly, one on my hip, and some Marlboros and a beer.
Oh my God.
We're
that
going
is
full
awesome.
redneck. Yes, that's why we're going. We're like, oh my God, we have to find Redneck Weekend, so we did. So we're going redneck.
That's awesome.
Yeehaw for white trash.
I am white trash, baby. I'm from Alabama.
I'm Bumba. This is my Uncle Byron. Say hi, Unc.
He's my weird Uncle Byron, as Tiger Lily says. He's a weird Uncle Byron.
Don't come near me, boys.
All right, JT. Thanks for coming
Thanks for
on.
jumping on with us.
And
right.
we look forward to seeing Kayla on Tuesday night. Hopefully you'll join us. But if not, understandable. We know about the travel. But it's cool if you do.
We will see you guys soon, hopefully.
Hey.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us.
Bye.
Have a good night.
We'll talk to you soon.
And that was our comedian friend, a good friend, Kayla Sampson, and her significant other, JT. They are awesome.
Yeah.
And Kayla is hilarious. JT's hilarious too, but
Yes.
non stand up. Kayla is awesome. So, like I said, she is going to be there for the open mic show that we're going to, Bull Mansion Comedy Tuesday
just
night.
doing a blood alcohol level check.
Yeah, Byron doing this check.
On Pearl Street.
Seeing if he's 3 or 4. Yep.
Bubba?
Pearl Street in Worcester. Yep. And there's plenty of parking right in the back there.
Oh,
There's a
my
huge
God,
lot
yeah.
in the back, so that's not a problem. Again,
And they
there's no
have-
cover. They just ask you to buy like a drink, and like Patty said, it could be a bottle of water or soda, whatever.
Just
You
to help
don't
keep
have
the
to
event
spend a lot of
going.
money. They just want some type of sale to justify having a bartender and staff there.
Not that bad.
0.26.
You slept a little bit of it off, I think.
I did. I slept a lot of it off.
I do hear that they have super yummy pot pies.
Ooh.
Yes.
I didn't know you were into
Bye.
cannabis spies there, Bumpa.
A what? Oh, pot pie. Ha ha.
Cannabis, haha.
They do, but they're like $13 or $15.
Where the fuck are you guys buying that shit?
We didn't.
We didn't.
We didn't.
They
I
smell.
bought
They
the bread.
smell.
Remember,
look
I
good.
bought the bread thing.
The bread thing.
I bought a basket of bread. was like $9.
Yeah.
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 That's right. But the beers are great.
Beer is cheap there.
Cold.
Beer is good.
matters.
Beer is
Cold.
good. Beer is good.
Every once in a while, the bartender is quick on the draw. Other times, he's just looking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey,
sometimes she
dude.
comes and flirts with Bumpa, saying, I'm going to give you a
She
free
did.
beer.
She did.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
Yeah.
Patty Cakes did not like that.
No,
You know, that
no.
was actually a guy.
Yeah.
It was a hot guy, then.
Like she said, though, the chicken pot pie looks good, smells good,
Yeah.
but for $15,
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I just it's not. I guess if it were the size of a
you're-
fucking pizza, probably
Right.
I'd try it.
I think I'm turning you on to my cheap ways.
No, I don't think. I don't think in general I would have spent $15 on a pot pie because I would automatically think I'd get one in the freezer section for 99 cents at
Oh,
Walmart.
banquet.
Yeah. So,
But it should be fun. I can't believe we're we
Speaking
got
of
that gig.
$15,
Yes.
oh, gee.
Motherfuck, noise. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Noise. Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beer, beers. Rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts. Rolling blunts.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you remember this?
Well,
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, oh.
of course, he jumps into your favorite.
My jungle love, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Think I
that's
want to know ya.
So that was Jay and Silent.
I think we should take a quick break. Want to take a break?
Yes, I'm going to make more
Okay.
pizza.
I got an intro to a song.
Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm legendary anchorman Ron Burgundy. I'm sitting here in my Aquajet 9000 enjoying, my usual meal of steak, waffles, french fries, and, of course, scotch. Now, if you don't think this song is the greatest song ever, I will fight you. That's no lie.
The city waits the night to arrive. Now time's ran out, you've got to choose.
Whoops.
To play this game, may win or lose.
Oh my.
And I'm not sure I need to know. And I'm not sure I'll even go.
Hi, you're listening to the greatest radio station in the world.
Hey, we are the Wicked Business Show.
Yup.
We are? Are we?
I was trying to be cool, but you guys interrupted me. So
Fuck you both. I'm going back to my regular voice. You little pricks. I had to come up with a baseball bat and hit you right in the... Oh, look at that. She found the good glasses.
I sure did. I'm classy. Wait, my pinky's out.
Oh, hey, there's a beer we have to try.
What's that?
The Budweiser Freedom Red.
Wait a minute. Is that the one in the glass bottle?
Yep.
We had those last year.
No.
Yes. You know
No,
when
it's
we bought
special
them?
for this year.
We had the we had the reserve or something.
Right,
in
the
glass
reserve.
bottle. We had that at the
And most
the
bottles
turning
are
point.
glass.
Ah.
Now, this is a summertime red. It's got a hoppy odor to it, but it's got it's supposed to
should've
be like
messaged
an
us.
Irish red.
I would have bought that instead.
Well, I don't think that is really out there, but it looks kind of interesting. It looks like a red ale, and I'm kind of into it, you know.
You're into it?
You farted! No, I didn't.
Into it?
So tonight we had on Kayla, who is the mistress of the stage, the queen of comedy. That I think she has the potential to go quite far. She's funny as fuck.
Damsel in distress on a kayak.
And fuck is pretty funny. Did you?
I am.
Just
I am
splash it?
not. No, I didn't drop anything. But I'm not used to this earbud.
No.
Damn it.
But they're great, aren't they?
No, I want my headphones back.
You people
I'm
in your
bringing my
sweaty ears, I tell
No.
you.
Oh, it's driving me nuts.
See, I wear special. I wear some high-speed earbuds that are really expensive. They came free with my Beats phone.
It also took him a long time to remember he had them in. He would often walk away.
No, I had them in. I just didn't know how far I could go. Now I got this 8-foot cable that I don't leave the area around. All right, so tonight we've got coming up adult Mad Libs.
Whoops.
This edition is Bachelor Party Mad Libs. There's actually 8 different versions of adult.
Ooh, yes.
So, I'm going to pick out 3 because there's many topics. I'm going to pick out 3. I'm going to have you guys choose which one we want to do.
Okay.
We could do all 3, but
Well,
we'll choose the top one.
Before we jump into the dirty nastiness
I'm just
that is our lives.
live it every day.
Oh, yes, Tiger Lily is right. The studio is only about 8 foot, really, by way of moving around. You know.
Oh, that's
over
true.
Here, over there, over. Anyways, something came up in discussion today was with me was dismantling some forms of social media.
Why? Why would you do that?
Well, I was riding home. My combination of going home is listening to Greg Hill on the Hillman Show.
Yep.
On AAF.
Did you listen this morning? Was this morning the morning I called you about it? Did you listen around 9:15 when Danielle was going off?
No, but I enjoy when she goes off.
Oh my God, she was. It was. I had to call him to tell him about it.
What was she pissed about this time?
Basically, in a nutshell, it was about the slain officer. What's his last name? What's his last name? I know you have a mouthful. Sorry, something with a C.
Yep.
I can't think.
No, but sorry. The comment when you told me was that the guy basically, being a cop, accepts that job and accepts the dangers and getting shot is part of the job.
Yeah, because Greg Hill Foundation raised over $95,000 to donate to the wife and kids of the slain officer in
Right,
Weymouth. Is Weymouth, right?
Yeah, and the paper store donated, what was $40,000.
Right. So, someone texted in saying that she...
Sergeant Chesna.
Yes, Chesna. Thank you. That's what I was trying to get from you. So, someone texted in saying that the wife and kids do not really deserve the money. And my story could be off a little bit because I caught it a little bit late. But roughly, that they don't deserve the money because that's his job. That's what he chose to do. He chose to put himself on the line.
This is what brings me to the dismantling of certain social media. I spent the better part of this morning just, waiting to go out. I was going to go do laundry, but I'm too lazy to do that. And I went on the...
it's free downstairs.
No, it's not anymore.
Oh, they fixed it?
Yeah, and it's broken.
Oh.
It's broken.
That sucks.
Oh, come on.
Broken like a sound effect.
Yeah, it's completely broken. So now it doesn't work at all.
Oh, right.
And he found that out because the dryer filled up with change. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
no.
The washer had no change in it. And you used to have to smash the dryer to get it going. Well, I put $5 into that fucker, and it wasn't working.
No.
Anyways, I got into it with someone from the left coast. Excuse me.
Is it the one you always get into it with?
No, it was this one. I mean, the kid looks like a cellar dweller.
Okay.
Someone who's never had a real job in their life, doesn't know what it's like to go out into the real world, and has had everything handed to him on a silver spoon. In the meantime, he's saying most cops are corrupt. And then he blames other cops for the corrupt cops. So I said, hey, what's this based on? How many times have you been busted by the police for having drugs or being drunk in public or doing something stupid? Because I got to tell you, to attract the cops' attention, you got to be doing something pretty fucking stupid.
Right.
Up here on
I'm
the
known
East
for that,
Coast,
especially driving.
yeah, on the East Coast, you got to be driving a hoopty that's like missing half of the rear end to get stopped nowadays. And in the meantime, this kid is just like was going off, and I was a little pissed off at him, and I'm like, listen, it ain't all the cops out there. There's a small amount, but social media is turning a small thing into this massive thing. It's just like a shark attack. Oddly enough, sharks live in the water.
Mm-hmm.
You go into the water, a shark's going to eat you. Why? That's their job. You're going into their realm. You have a shark come out of the water, what do you got? Shark fin soup. Okay?
Oh, my God.
Seriously, people. Think about it. Now, you have one shark attack. What is the mainstream media going to do? They're going to capitalize on how many shark attacks there were in America. And everyone's oh, they'll kill all the sharks. Well, fuck you and killing all your goddamn sharks. Don't go in the water when there are shark
Oh, my
warnings.
God. It is Shark Week.
It is. It is. And that was my little tie-in to popular culture.
There you go. Hey, you know what?
Wow, Patty Cakes is on top of the topics tonight.
I tried to watch Shark Week last night. But can I interject a comment, though?
Sure.
Do you think people talk big game and just shit all over things because they're keyboard warriors?
Exactly,
it's easier for them?
keyboard warriors.
That's all social media is.
They're
it's
hiding
so
behind,
easy to put your comment with your fingers or whatever.
Come out and actually put your money where your mouth is, and don't go and protest, but go and observe what happens on a day-to-day basis. Out in California, I mean, this guy is making it sound like cops go around randomly shooting unarmed citizens. Do you know how much paperwork is involved with shooting an unarmed citizen? The cops don't want to do paperwork.
Right.
They're not going to, go around, random drive-bys. The cops are not killing people in alarming numbers.
Something else Danielle said was, unfortunately, there may be a couple cops that are bad, or a couple firemen that are bad, or a couple merchandisers that are bad, or a couple presidents that are bad. There's always a little bit of bad in every genre of work.
If you watched any of what do you call it, To Catch a Predator, with
I love that damn show. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not on anymore
No,
because the pressures from social media shut it down.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
The pressures from social media and also the lawsuit from the DA that got caught up in the kitty porn thing.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of saying entrapment, do you mean?
They claimed entrapment. Now, the thing is, they just advertised that they were a 13-year-old girl, put themselves in a chat room, or a 13-year-old boy in the case of the guy from Georgia who all of a sudden decided, well, the easy way out is to pop a cap in your head. But
oh, no way, really?
Yeah, he killed himself. And the family of the DA sued NBC, and NBC decided to let what's his name go?
Stone Phillips? No, that's the other guy.
It was
I visualize the guy. He had a weird face. Weird long face. But that's funny. Remember Jenny Jones?
Oh yeah, she got sued. She was the big one because the gay stalker lost it and killed his subject and other people.
Yeah.
Social media has run amok with people who just run out there and spew random facts and don't back them up with anything. And I call the people who are on my viewing list, or whatever the fuck you call it, on the algorithm, and I call them out. Where'd you get your facts? Please tell me. And one of them, and you saw it, was the lynchings. Oh, all the lynchings from the KKK. There have been no real lynchings from the KKK lately. This is a bunch of people who get together and do something stupid when they're drugged up or boozed up. And
you haven't heard anything about the KKK in a long ass time.
Now, they're out there, but
they're idiot, backwoods idiots.
Right, they're little ineffectual nothings.
Yes. You get one weirdo in the middle of nowhere or something, or he could be a weirdo in the city that's just pissed off because maybe got mugged by a minority or whatever, but, or for whatever reason just sees that particular or any race.
I was called a Nazi by one of these people.
When?
Recently, I said, listen, this is... and they call me Now, I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't disagree with a lot of the stuff that Trump... But I'm not a overly political guy. You know me. I'm not overly political.
Did you vote?
Not this time around, no. So I can't be held responsible for what happened. So...
That's a bullshit line.
Well,
but
makes sense.
to be, in all seriousness, do I want the political culture to change? Sure, absolutely. Do I want it to change what's happening in, like, say, New York, where that bartender who originally grew up in Boston, who's a socialist, just won whatever her race was? Oh, she's just going to piss off everybody in that room with her.
Oh, well, the homeless people need a voice, too.
Well, fine. Let them vote.
Mm-hmm.
If you have something strong to say, vote. You know. As far as being called a Nazi because I disagreed with somebody, I was a racist Nazi. And I'm like, nothing I'm talking about has anything to do with race, religion, creed, or anything. It's a job.
You're white, so you're white. Once you're white, automatically you're racist, or you automatically have the white privilege, your privilege.
Mm-hmm.
That's all, and I saw that today, one of the lefties' friends comment.
Yep. And, I mean, that kid was just...
My answer, just ha, 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 ha,
Yeah.
ha. You know.
And it travels over into popular culture with Big Brother.
Yeah.
Recently. JC... The short kid.
Yeah.
Apparently the black girl in the house, Bailey.
Yes, you saw that episode. Yes.
She freaked out when he was explaining how the midget word is just as offensive as the N word. Now I don't say the N word because it's not politically correct. I had an experience when I was a very young kid. I said that word. Yeah, I got my ass handed to me. But at the same point, the teacher sat us down in the room. Why did you say that? I don't know. And then the kid told me exactly what it meant to him. And bingo, there you go. He explained it. And it actually hurt him. So JC was explaining to Bailey how midget hurts just as bad as the N-word.
Now, back
and
up a
she
little bit.
lost her shit saying, you can't say that.
But was she... I saw it, but I was kind of busy. How was she questioning him before that?
She goes like this, what's the difference between midget and dwarf? And
So was she wrong asking that question?
No, not at all. And so he answered with, it's the same thing as, I mean, I'm paraphrasing and shrinking it down for our time.
Exactly. I get
The
it.
N-word versus black person. And she goes, oh, no, you can't say that. And he says, well, I can't say what? You asked a question, I answered a question.
Exactly. And I
she's
think, do you think she got a little...
sensitive.
Yeah, exactly.
I think race relations are sensationalized now because of social media.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a whole generation of kids who have never been exposed to any kind of adversity at all.
No, in that particular case, they just, the way they were raised, the way, for whatever reason, they just have the mindset that you're white, you're racist, regardless of, you've never done anything that says otherwise.
Or your life's experience.
Right. But, or, like, yeah, exactly, the white privilege. Mm-hmm. So, because, you're white, or, your privilege, you have no idea what...
I would like to know when the privilege kicks in. What do I get?
Right.
When does it happen?
And, they'll cry about,
I've worked every day of my life to...
minorities being in, rundown neighborhoods or whatever. You know what? Plenty of white rundown neighborhoods. Plenty of white folks broke, too.
Yeah.
It's not just any particular race. Everyone's broke. And, I made a comment on something recently about there's a mall in Springfield. They call it Eastfield Mall. I made a comment the place is ghetto. Because it is. It's a ghetto mall, and that's why... Well, then, people, you don't know the ghetto. If you've never been to Springfield, you don't know the ghetto. I've been to Springfield. I know the ghetto.
I worked in Springfield. I had hookers sitting on the hood of my damn car. I came out from work, and there they are sitting on my car. I'm like, get away from my car. I had a Dodge Daytona. This thing was immaculate. It was beautiful. And I got a hooker sitting on the hood, getting a snail trail going down the hood. It was just terrible.
Oh, my God.
It was bad. And I'm like, get the fuck off of my car.
Hey, but
waiting for you, baby.
Somebody put shitting on me because of my ghetto comment, but then someone else chimed in nicely, explaining that if you live in the ghetto, whether it be a bad high crime neighborhood, that's in many ways similar to when you first start drugs. That's a choice. It's a choice. You live in a ghetto.
You got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere, right? But
I've lived in some pretty sketchy
but
areas.
if you lived in a ghetto for 20, 30, 40 years, third, fourth generation ghetto, then that's a choice. That is a choice. Somewhere along the line, so people work to get out of that. If people...
I think your attitude dictates where you'll go in life.
Yeah.
If you walk into a room and say, I'm owed something because of the color of my skin, which we've fostered that for decades before with affirmative action.
Right.
Now, in the 80s, I took a test to become a police officer down in Florida. I passed. High marks.
And?
The kid...
He's still here.
Yeah. The kid who was of some different racial background... I couldn't tell if he was black. I didn't ask him, but he scored low 80s, high 70s, got the job.
Because they had to fill a quota?
Affirmative action.
Yeah, affirmative.
I am fully behind hiring... When you go into a hospital, do you want the doctor who is at the bottom of the class, or do you want the doctor who is at the top of their class?
Mm-hmm. You don't want the student.
Yeah, you don't want... somebody who's not going to be 100% there for you.
Right.
And when you hire someone who's not 100% on top of their game, you're going to get...
someone not 100%.
Exactly. You're going to get you're going to get a bad result.
Yeah.
Which happened 10 years later, where it was the department that I applied for found corruption amongst the affirmative action hires. And I'm not saying all of them.
No.
No, it's not...
a good chunk of them, but they hired people who were not qualified for the job.
Well, it to me is... if it was the other way around, like if we got affirmative action for white folks, and I got hired affirmative action, and like you said, 10, 20 points lower, well, for whatever reason, they lowered the standards to be able to hire me.
You get points because of the color of your skin.
Yeah. But that person, as an individual, that person should be insulted. I think I would be insulted that I can't meet the standards of anybody else. They hired me just because, like you said, the color.
They're going to be pissed at me because I spoke up and said because of the color of their skin they got points.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't. No, it's not even points though. It's not points. They don't get points. They get preference. They get hired over you.
Right.
So, I mean, you're wrong in that sense that they get an extra points for being black or Hispanic, whatever. They don't get points.
That makes me racist, complaining against a system that is inherently broken.
Right, but the affirmative action allows the exception for them to hire someone, a minority or even female, in lieu of the points. So, yeah, you could get yourself, hey, great, you scored a 98 or whatever on the test, and you did great and all, whatever, if there's other parts, the interview process or something, but this guy didn't, but you know what? We need this particular, I don't know, it could be an Asian guy.
Good luck with that.
We have nobody who speaks Japanese. This guy does. He scored 20% lower. It sucked in his interviews, but we're going to hire him.
But I understand if there's a need for someone who speaks multiple languages,
right?
But
first,
the thing is,
but first and foremost,
you want the most qualified person to do the job,
and that would be, is he the most qualified Japanese speaking one?
Right.
But you don't know that, because just.
But I didn't want to get into a whole completely racial nutty thing going on here.
Well, it's part of life right now. This is part of what's going on.
Well, it started on the white privilege thing. People, shooting at claiming white privilege, or basically you're a white guy, so you have to be racist because you don't know what it's like to be black. You don't know what it's like to be Hispanic. Well, you know what? You don't know what it's like to be white and being insulted all the time because you're white. Because people automatically assume you're racist because you're white. So it goes both ways.
Political correctness is killing us.
It is.
And
it's pussifying us.
Well, that too.
Yep.
And
it really
the fact
is. It's
that
stupid.
And my generation has a lot to. We were supposed to be the generation that beat down political correctness. Well, we just beefed it up a little bit by giving everybody trophies.
Right, and I think we go from being politically correct to beer. He wants a beer. I'll get you one. To We go from being politically correct to people having that, as you said before, self-entitlement, self-righteousness. You know, they are, you know, because, you know, you have to give me this.
And
because,
Tiger Lily lives in the Stowe ghetto.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, when I was growing up, Stowe was not what it is today. Stowe was
Country ghetto.
the woods. I mean, we went trick or treat. We'd go to my friend's house to go trick or treating. We got on the back of the pickup truck and we got driven house to house because it was. I mean, like the back country roads. It was about a mile between houses, and but the candy was better out there. And why? Well, no, my neighborhood turned all apples and grapes and all that shit.
I have a few houses in my neighborhood that get full-size candy bars.
Oh.
Sick ass rich people.
They're not rich.
All right, let's
how's your
and
privilege?
Jello shots.
Yeah, how's your privilege?
Check your privilege at the door.
Christ.
Here you go, kid. Here's your payday. But
Yeah, here's a payday, and Mom and Dad, here's a Jello shot.
I wanted a Kit
That's
Kat.
Kristen. Kristen and Rick give out Jello shots.
Well, I mean, the parents gotta have.
Hey, before
something.
you're gonna go your Mad Libs. Sorry.
Yeah, we gotta go crazy.
Do we want to do that, or do we want to wait?
We'll
Because
do
look at the
just
time.
do one now. Just pick one, any random one. We'll do one. But I just want to touch quickly. Tiger Lily says thoughts on Boston Police Commissioner Bill Evans' retirement.
What?
And Gross being, you missed the news, kid.
Yeah.
Evans retired.
He was a good guy.
And the big guy there, Gross, got promoted to commissioner of the black.
You're not going to see
first black police commissioner in the city of Boston.
I don't know if you're going to see him.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I don't know if you're going to see him like Evans was. I mean, Evans showed up for everything.
Evans, he's retiring and
is he
taking
old?
over.
He's
a little bit.
He's aged.
He's like that thick.
Yeah. Runs a marathon every
Ooh,
year.
he's that thick. Yeah.
Then, not then.
He brought it up. I didn't. How do you know?
He's going to take over as director of public safety for Boston College.
Bill Evans?
Oh, yeah. So he's going to have a 6-figure retirement with a 6-figure weekly, 6-figure annual salary and a new
Guest job?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
Nice.
much. I mean, Evans showed up for everything.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the scanner at all, he would show up at every officer-involved shooting.
He was, but he wasn't also very well liked. He was liked,
Why?
but not
What
liked.
did he do that? He was
Gross is expected to be much. He is more liked and involved both within the department and community.
I'm gonna wait to see.
Yep.
I'll see because Evans showed up for everything. I mean, that guy was out there.
They all do. The one before that did it. That's all the job is about. Publicity. They got to be the. How do you think they get the next big job?
But he was on. I would sit and listen as an incident. Like I would see in the middle of the night. I got nothing to do, so I'm sitting there. I'm listening to the scanner, and there he is. Yeah, he has a distinctive voice too, and there he is commanding units in the field.
Yeah.
That's something you don't see a commissioner doing.
Oh yeah, he'll show up. His jeans and running shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah.
After being out for a run.
Hey, well, we'll see what it is. Hold on one second.
The sound of heaven.
Like that noise. I gotta clean this microphone off. It's got some food.
But
on
anyway,
it.
good luck to the folks at Boston Police Department.
Yep.
Let's get dirty.
Oh, did you not give me one, or did you take mine away? You looked at me.
You gave me a weird eye, and I thought you didn't want one.
Oh no! I always want a
Dude.
beer. Are you kidding me?
Alcohol in her, you don't take it away.
No, I was a good girl yesterday.
Oh, no spankings?
No beers. The night before is a different story. I was cleaning.
Hi, baby, you're home.
I was cleaning till like 12 o'clock at night. I was literally cleaning.
All right. I was busy.
Shut up. I was hammered.
I was busy. Look how I cleaned.
Oh, the house is clean.
Proud of me.
I used beer
Asshole.
as alcohol.
No, I was drinking vodka, but I
But
waited
I
till
had
8
to
o'clock.
time myself. I had to wait till 8 because I only had enough for 3.
Shut up, Keith. Shut up. Asshole.
Well, good luck with
I
that.
don't like you anymore. I
Officially, don't like it.
All right.
have 8 hot dogs.
So what do we got coming up for?
Are we doing this still?
Time to get dirty.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, this is gonna be a rushed version because your girl's gonna work at 6 a.m.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, you bullshit. All right, so I'll give you still options. All right, top 3 pre-gaming tips. Hold on. In case of emergency. Hold on.
Well, we just left public safety. We might as well do in case of emergency.
I'll give you a best out of 5.
Okay.
The tipping guide.
Ooh.
A difficult decision. Or
Any input from the audience?
rules for mingling with a bachelorette party.
I wore a pair of panties on my head at a bachelorette party.
Did you?
That found us in Vegas.
Oh.
Remember that picture?
Yeah. I ripped out the tag of my underwear for a bachelorette party once.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wore a pair of
Why?
panties on my head.
They needed that was part of. They did like a scavenger hunt,
Oh.
and I was on the list, and I was the only one that because everyone had tagless. I still had. I forget what I had on, but
So Bumpa's old school. In case all you ladies out there are
no, I have
wondering.
tagless now.
Yeah, he's he still wears a tag every once in a while.
No, he doesn't. I do his underwear.
You've done it again.
Oh no!
All right, so what do we want? Rules for mingling with a bachelorette? I lost my things here. A difficult decision? The tipping guide?
In case of emergency.
Top 3 pre-gaming or in case of emergency? In case of emergency?
Let's do the emergency. We like
All right.
emergencies.
Give me a second.
Bumpa's having a beer
They're
emergency.
sticking
over there.
together.
They're sticky.
We just got this book, too. Here we go. All right. I am not good at this, so I'm going to ask. I need an adjective.
Any listeners want to give an adjective?
Squirrely.
Okay. I don't know how to spell squirrely, but I can read that.
That's okay.
Whatever. I think it's 1 R. Article of clothing.
Sock.
Okay, there you go.
Adjective.
I can't use squirrely again.
Moist. Would that be?
Yeah, that's an adjective.
Verb.
Fucking. That can be an.
This is adult med libs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Part of the body.
Vajayjay.
A place.
Place. Let's see.
Bathtub.
Papa
Costa Rica.
Gino's.
Okay. Adverb.
Oh no! Now you're crossing over.
Right now, you got to make me think of what that is, and then I'll go back and forth.
After I've been drinking
God.
all day.
Yeah.
Do you want a lead in to help you with the adverb?
No, no. We want this to be as
What,
honest. Let's
are you
lolly,
looking up what
lolly,
adverb
lolly.
means?
Get your adverbs
Yeah.
here. Remember that? What is an adverb?
An adverb tells how something
A
is
word
done.
or phrase that modifies or qualifies adjective. Jesus, that really helped out.
Like modestly.
All right, so
Sexy.
would that be sexually?
Sexually.
Sexually, I guess, right?
Number.
69.
Noun. Come on, Bumpa.
Tunnel.
Verb.
Move.
Urinating.
An action word, yes.
Urinating.
Okay.
Plural noun.
Dicks.
Verb ending in ing.
Well, I already did fucking, so...
Sucking? No.
I already did that. But...
Slapping.
Ooh.
Slapping.
Oh, my.
I prefer choking, but okay. Noun.
Oh, my.
Noun.
Noun.
Person,
Car.
place, or thing. Okay. Vehicle.
Dodge.
Verb. Action word. Bumper. Action.
This is harder
Hardening.
than drinking. Hardening?
Yeah, it's an action. It's something hardening. Stiffening. Oh, he goes stiffening.
Stiffening?
Yeah, go stiffening.
She knows where this is going. She's not giggling, so this may not be as cool
No,
as
I haven't read it. No, I haven't read it. Noun. That's the last one.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Women.
Women.
No, that's a pronoun. That's a pronoun.
Person, place, or thing.
Lady.
Person, place, or thing.
Women.
Woman.
Women. It's a
That's a plural noun.
person. Oh, woman.
Okay.
Woman.
Women. Plural will be women. So woman.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Adult Mad Libs in case of emergency.
Ooh.
Chances are you're going to run into some squirrely trouble during a bachelor party. And if you're caught with your sock down, you could be in for a moist night. Because of this, you need to fucking ahead for any scenario. At a typical bachelor party, there's a good chance the groom-to-be will flash his vagina in the Papagenos.
It was vajayjay, by the way.
Vajayjay in the Papagenos. Make sure you have enough money to sexually pay anyone who might have seen this. You're also going to want at least 69 flares on the off chance that your tunnel breaks down and you need to urinating for help. You probably urinate.
You are made of stupid.
Pop a flare and wait for the dicks to arrive. That's funny, actually. Lastly, there's always the risk of the bachelor slapping with a car in the back of a Dodge. Make sure you have enough disinfectant to stiffening the entire thing, or enough gasoline that the woman won't leave anything behind. Okay. Hey, Chris B. Well, that was our first one.
It was. Chris B, how are you?
We can do another one another night.
Let's hope they get better.
Oh, did you hear about Demi Lovato?
I've heard the name.
Do you know who?
I don't know who she is.
She's like a Nickelodeon star. She was on like one of the reality TV shows.
Singer.
She's back in rehab.
Yep. For heroin overdose.
6 years clean.
Yep. She's a cutter also, I think. I think she's a cutter.
I don't understand that.
Tiger Lily says, after all these years, it's still funny. Yes, I know. It is funny. It was funny writing them, and then it's like, But we just busted our cherry on adult Mad Libs.
Ooh. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Even though we started late, we got to get home, too.
Okay, then goodbye. No.
Well, let's wrap it up at least. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, you know.
Okay. Chris B just showed up and saying yo-yo.
Sorry, Chris.
Yo-yo, ma.
All right, so next week, next Tuesday is our next show.
Boy.
Make sure you guys have it
That
off.
escalated quickly. I mean, that
We will
really
be-
got out of hand fast.
Yeah. We will be at...
You just
what's
hung
that
up on
noise?
somebody? Are they calling the wrong one?
No, somebody called, but it didn't show up here.
Oh, that was interesting. Okay. So next week we will be at the Bull Mansion on Pearl Street in Worcester.
What day?
Tuesday, July 29th. Who's that? you gonna answer?
I'm answering. It takes a second.
Hi, welcome to the Wicked Pisser Show.
Hello?
Can we take your order?
What's going on? Yeah, can I have 2 large fries, a Big Mac, a Whopper with no pickles, plus cheese, and that's it?
What about apple pie?
Buddy, I'm pushing the buttons as fast as I can move my fingers for $15 an hour.
That's for me and my son. Yeah, I know it's going to cost me about $30, $40, but that's okay.
Oh, you're using a debit card? Please use the self-service kiosk.
Is this Chris B?
Of course it is.
Hi, honey. I had to give you an
How are you?
introduction. We are good.
Thank you.
What's going on?
I can't believe you're alive, man. I was like, holy shit, look at this.
I know.
You're like early tonight.
No, this is late.
Yeah.
We started
You
like
back
super
at math
late.
tonight?
Yes.
Yep.
This is kind of a thrown together last minute kind of thing. We had a lot going on earlier, so we started.
Every show is last minute and thrown
That's
together.
true.
It doesn't help when we show up here and you're still asleep on your
Oh
chair.
my God, he was snoozing in the recliner. When
I
we got
have
here.
been doing day drinking, okay? Somebody here had to day drink.
Invite us next time. You left us out.
I was at Hooters, you know.
Typical.
That's all you got, dude? That was like a 4.3 on a Richter
me.
scale.
That was me, Chris.
Oh my God, that was you?
Yes.
She's
Oh, I bet it's like an 8.2. Holy crap.
Thanks, baby. Thank you. That was my 4th beer, actually. But Bud Light, I don't consider beer. I would consider this like flavored water.
That was like an 8.2. Definitely.
What's going
it's
on
Bud Water.
tonight? I saw you
That was
sharing
still
some
her.
stuff on Periscope. What are you up to tonight?
I was scoping for a little bit, you know, with my 6 people in there.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, that's 6 more people than I've ever had in my room. I mean, come on.
No, I've been in there, so it's 5 more people than you ever had.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even scope tonight. I was going to scope. But I'm not going to because I have no makeup on.
Oh, yeah, because you're just awful looking without
I am.
makeup.
I'm horrendous.
Hold on a second. There we go.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Go
So
ahead.
I was thinking,
Yes.
well, we have Chris B in the room.
Yes.
Would do a waxing thing.
What are we waxing?
I'd be willing to get the top of my back waxed.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Live on the air. Chris, do you think that would be a good idea?
Yeah, because I could do that too, because I have no hair on top of my back, so what the hell?
Whoops.
I'm not waxing anything.
That should hurt.
Maybe my
That should all hurt,
bro. When are we going to do this?
No, I mean...
Or when are you going to do this, I should say?
I'm not going to do this myself. I'm not double jointed in my arms. Someone's got to do that.
Am I going to do it?
Well, yeah.
I'll buy the wax kit. I have a wax kit at home.
I know you do, because every girl does. They buy it, and then it sits in a closet for 6 years, and then they...
I'd love to do one of those. Not do like do a show at one of those Brazilian wax parties. You know.
You know, it is time to touch yourself up there.
Yeah, I ignore it. That ain't happening. What I'm thinking
I don't
is,
like ball throw.
We just, that's fine. Oh well, life's a bitch. Oh. Right? The shit I'm getting over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of wax, did you see the new black wax they have out?
No.
It's supposed to be painless. Are you smoking, Chris?
Sorry, I was vaping.
I was like, I heard you.
Dude, that was like...
I should have muted.
That was a big slurp.
That was a metric ton of carbon dioxide you just take it in there. It's like you're opening up a beer slowly.
Oh.
Sorry, not trying to put you on blast, but I was like, oh no. Yeah, so...
Tiger Lily says, do your nose.
Oh, shit. So you're going to do your back. Papa, what are you going to do on yourself?
Oh, my God. I'm not, well, whatever.
I think we should make him look like a man-o'-lantern.
Oh, shit.
Take a face, yeah, fuck it.
No,
The
nothing on the
nipples,
front.
the
No,
nipples
I'll do the back, not the
and-
front. I like the front.
Ew.
Oh, my.
I'm here.
Can you give me a timeline so if I need to grow anything
So, like, you
out?
like
'Cause I
his-
shave like every single
You like
day.
his ball fro?
Oh my god!
No, I don't.
He's just going somewhere he doesn't want
No,
to.
I trim it once in a while. So
I don't need to know that.
I know you don't. So, what made you come up with this thought?
This is going somewhere I don't want it to go.
Yeah, I don't want to go there either.
Bart in a second.
Yeah. So, what made you come up with this, Byron?
Well, you talked about it.
I did.
Well, you were probably pretty lit at the time when we came up with the idea.
I probably was.
It's like somebody's got to get waxed, and I'm thinking to myself, I'll take one for the team on my back. Okay.
Chris, have you ever done that before? Have you ever been waxed? Is he still there? Did you lose him?
no, he's still there, Chris.
He could have been knocked out by his vape.
You there, man? I think he's
He got
on.
some
Sounds like
good
he's
shit.
Yeah, no
using,
way. No. Yo, absolutely not.
Oh, there you
Muted him.
Yeah, he's
Did you
using.
fall asleep?
He's using the weed vape. That's what it is.
No, I accidentally had the phone muted because my big fat chin sometimes hits the mute button on the phone. I guess muted.
Oh,
That's why you didn't hear me. Not because I fell asleep. I'm up.
He's chinning. All right, cool.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I do
Yeah,
have
my 2 or 3 chins, you know.
I do have, and I had actually reached out to Black Dog before we went out to Chicago
Yeah.
because I was hoping that he would possibly have Sniper there, and I offered to. I have it. It's still in my car. I have a tube of it.
Ooh.
That black face mask
Yeah.
stuff. The stuff that hardens, you peel off.
Okay.
And I offered. I wanted to get Sniper to do it, do his whole face, and then try to peel the fucking shit off.
I think.
So what is
But-
it like? Is it to clean your face?
Yeah, you look up YouTube black mask.
Ouch!
And it's just
a pain in the ass.
Yes.
This fucking pussy hurts.
It's you pull all the pores out of your face and shit. you know.
mine.
Well, no, you just use that vacuum thing that they're advertising on late night TV. Oh, have you seen that?
Yeah. Oh, but you put it on your face and you wait 10 or 15 minutes and then you gotta peel
I'll do
it
it
off.
to you.
Yeah.
Why not? Why you give me a dirty face?
It'd be hard, hurts. People are like, oh fuck, oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. It's like peeling the fucking skin off your face.
Kitty.
But
Yeah, he misses sleeping on his giant belly. It's
he never slept on my belly.
He did too.
Oh, he did. Oh, once. Jeez.
So there you go. He's
Yeah.
deep in there.
Sorry.
All
Did
right.
it again, damn it.
It's 420 somewhere in the world.
I wish. Not anymore.
I see on my big belly, too. And it's like, holy shit, man. I roll around, and it's like eventually you're going to tip over, you know?
Oh, my God. Weeble wobbles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Do you
saying.
remember that little toy? I had those. Do you remember that, Byron? Weeble wobbles?
Oh, yeah.
I love Weeble.
I had the camping set. I had
the school
house.
bus. Remember the school bus?
My brother had the school bus. And Weebles were cool, but apparently kids today don't think that anything that doesn't make a noise isn't cool.
So I was cleaning out the garage today.
Oh,
because
you found a Weeble?
No, but I found...
A wobble?
Do you know I can sell bags of Legos on the internet
Yeah.
and make ginormous amounts of money?
Because some asshole out there is trying to build something that's never been built before.
Do you know how
and they
many
need certain
Legos we
colors.
threw away today?
What? Well, you can't really...
Well, you buy a laundry mesh bag, and you put them in. You put the Legos in there, and you wash them in the laundry machine. It doesn't clog up the machine. They get clean, and you could sell them like a bag full.
You ever step on one of those fucking things?
Hello, I have 2 boys. Of course I did.
It's like the most painful thing.
Yeah.
I grew up with Legos all over the floor. My brother was a slob, and I shared a room with
My
him.
boys are Slavs, 19 and 11. Jesus Christ. But anyway, but no, they all got thrown away. Oh, and I found Power Rangers today. Go, go, Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, dear
They, for a while, they were selling.
Yeah.
They're not so much at the moment.
No, when we bought them, it was like 15 years ago. So we would buy them without heads just to have them. I know, right? I'll give you $1 for that headless Power Ranger.
You can tell she shopped her Christmas shopping at the flea market.
At the flea market. Yep, cheers.
Hey, I got that body, but I don't have the head. I need that head.
I need that head.
Yes. That happened. I'm not lying to you.
The 21st century.
And I have a costume, a Halloween costume for Bumpa if you want it. I have 2 you can pick from.
Oh, I can imagine him trying to put that thing on.
Okay.
He's going to do that.
The first
during the
Halloween
show.
costume I found that you could wear is Gumby.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
I have Gumby, and I have. Remember the man in the yellow hat from Curious George?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Gumby.
You can have that. I have 2 costumes, and I have a Superman costume.
Oh, God.
And they're all in your size, actually.
Yeah, but none of them are round.
No.
I know. I just got to put like a beer belt around me, and my superpower. I drink beer. Watch this.
Bumpa Man.
I'll make it disappear.
I am Bumpa Man. Oh my God!
Look at the sky! Look, it's a bird! It's a plane!
It's Bumpa.
It's Magoo Bumpa.
Oh boy.
All right, guys. Anything else you want to talk about?
There
Not
was
that
a-
I'm cutting you out, Chris. I'm turning into a pumpkin.
There was a Massachusetts man who was recently arrested in Plastow, New Hampshire.
Oh, I've been to Plastow.
For what he went into.
I got plastered in Plastow.
He went into Planet Fitness, sat down, walked into the gym, removed his clothing, walked back and forth a couple of times, and settled on a yoga mat in a yoga position.
Well, good luck with that.
Naked?
Yeah.
Like naked?
Officers arrived. They found him completely nude in a yoga-type position.
Well, he was free with himself.
So,
he was at one.
well, it gets better. Eric Stagno, 34, of Haverhill, Massachusetts, was
Oh,
arrested.
Haverhill, that explains it.
Yep, was charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct. The only statement Stagno made was that he thought Planet Fitness was a judgment-free zone, referencing their chain slogan.
Oh, shit.
So he thought it would be okay because they don't judge people.
Here's some audio of this guy just before he gets arrested.
Really?
Oh.
Really?
Sorry, I had to. I hadn't played that all night. I love that.
And there were a couple of videos recently that surfaced. One was at a Cubs game. I forget what the other one
Oh,
was.
that fucking guy.
Yeah, but there was another one also. A woman did
Thing
the
is,
same thing to
They're
the kid.
high-fiving each other, and there's this poor little kid is sitting there.
Yeah.
The rule of the game is if you get a ball, give
Yeah.
it to the kid beside
Exactly.
you. For
Yeah,
fuck's
an
sake.
adult takes the ball in this Cubs game. First base
That
coach
guy got his ass kicked at work, I'm sure.
came over and tossed the ball towards the kid. The kid didn't catch it, bounced under the seat. The guy behind him picked it up and
you see the
celebrated and
video?
handed it to his wife. I have it right here, yeah.
It's. Yeah, I watched it, and he's fist bumping
Oh,
everybody
yeah, I got a
around
ball. He's
him.
all excited. He's like, dude, you just stole a ball from a fucking
From a
kid.
little kid.
And recently, before that, there was another one a couple of days prior. A woman did the same thing. I'm like, really? And and I get it. Like at first, the initial excitement, yeah, but then you're supposed to just, like you say, give the ball to the kid.
Yeah, you cheer, and then you be the hero.
Yep. No, those people, they
Not a
kept
zero.
the fucking thing.
Yeah.
The only time I would do something like that is if I'm at a rock concert. I'm keeping that guitar pick or that drumstick. I don't care about the kid.
Can you imagine her at a concert just going over somebody and just fucking, taking
That's
them out?
exactly how I envision it. Yeah.
He's going to a concert with me. It'll be our first one together in September.
You got your earplugs?
Oh, I'm ringing them. Don't worry.
Oh, shit. And you know what band it's going to be?
What?
Non-point.
Non-point, yes! They're coming to the Brighton Music Hall in Boston.
Huh.
Poor Bumpa. I'm going to be like,
Mm.
I'll beat all my...
You're going to have to carry her out of there. This time, at least they know she's going to get to her hotel room safe.
Am I?
Instead of wondering for a week afterwards until she posts social media-wise,
I made it. I saw a sign up the bathroom wall. Anyway.
There was another one, a restaurant. I can't remember where it was.
Are those Oreos?
This
Sorry.
old, new. Very new. Well, Lynchburg, Virginia, a restaurant facing backlash after social media posts about a boy who paid in coins.
What's wrong with that?
What they did, well, they made fun of him. He had a he paid his bill, $20 bill, and like, I don't know, looks like $10 worth of quarters, nickels, and dimes, whatever.
Isn't money though?
Exactly.
Really?
But what they
It is
did,
supposed to pay on the balls.
this restaurant took the extra step and went on Facebook, posted a picture ridiculing the kid for paying in coins, and called it, "This is how not to pay a restaurant." To me, that's how not to go to this restaurant anymore.
Exactly. It sounds like they're douchebags at that restaurant.
And
Yeah, nothing else.
right. And there was recently another restaurant a couple weeks back also did a similar thing, and they dealt with a backlash too. The
Good.
only if you're it sucks. And the comment they made, they're not Coinstar, blah blah blah. But I get that it sucks. You got to take in $10 worth of nickels, dimes, and quarters, whatever. But like you said, money's money. And take it. Rather than do a public bashing like that, you're just gonna get people that want to come in.
Customer is coming to your business because they enjoy your product, and you're gonna give them shit.
I would go there with like fucking $20 and pennies. Have a lunch and then just unroll every fucking penny.
That's like going to a nudie bar and throwing coins on the stage. You're going to get your ass kicked. I mean, seriously.
Byron's seen that, though.
I have.
The quarters. There you go.
Bat shit on a kid who threw a quarter on her ass.
Because that's kind of disrespectful in that industry, though.
But throwing $20 worth of pennies
Well,
onto
that's
a
funny.
table is a little disrespectful.
That's kind of like you couldn't afford the high roller table for the $50, so you go down and you find a roulette table for $10. So
Which is what you do.
Yep. And in this case, so they did it on a strip rate. I was like, you can't do that.
No.
Yeah, I agree with that thing. You don't give strippers anything less than $1. That's like
but don't break the roll up. Give them the whole roll.
No,
right? They might have laundry to do.
Wait a minute, a whole roll of quarters is half of a lap dance here in Massachusetts.
No, it's only $10.
$10 right there.
Where are you going for $10 for a lap dance?
I'm talking about roll of quarters. Isn't a roll of quarters
Yeah,
$10?
2 rolls.
Yeah, that's 2 rolls.
rolls.
For a lap dance. Now you give them that, you're going to get one of those rolls shoved up your ass just for their fun.
Or they're going to use one of the rolls. Hey now.
Oh my God. There goes my patty cakes.
Yes.
Okay, so
my mind's always in the gutter, baby.
Huber has posted something interesting, and this is something that Bump is going to have to do in private, not here at Studio 5, here high atop the Meadowbrook building.
Of course, he must have heard you talking about nudie stuff.
We need to know if a quarter will bounce off of Patty Cake's ass.
What? No, my ass isn't that tight.
Probably.
What?
That is one big pile of shit.
Well, my ass isn't flabby. It's just not super tight.
Well, I mean, if the quarter sticks to it,
It might stick to it. It is hot and humid in here.
Bender right.
It
It'll
is
bounce.
a little humid. I don't have the AC on, so it would definitely stick tonight. It'd be like that Howard Stern night when they threw baloney on that chick. Yeah.
Did Jackie Martling do
Oh,
that?
in about 40 minutes. Hey, in about 40 minutes, Huber, I'll confirm that.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. That's the end of the show.
Huber wants a autograph from Nonpoint.
He does?
He does.
He says that?
Okay.
He does.
Okay. I could probably get that for you.
It's only one.
It'll be my 17th and 18th
Bumpa,
show.
in the meantime, will be sitting out in his car while she's backstage with Nonpoint.
I do not go backstage.
Okay.
I do not.
Hey, my girlfriend's back there. Hey, dude, lots of guys' girlfriends are back there. You're not getting in.
No. I don't need to do that anymore.
All right, we gotta wrap it up.
All right, keyword there.
We gotta wrap it up. Thank you for calling in there, Chris. We appreciate
All right, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
All right,
sorry
man, have a
that
good
we're
one.
cutting you off, buddy. It was just like...
Yeah, you're good. Everything
a
was
shit
perfect. I
idea
had
with
fun.
every
Thank
show.
you so much.
Thank you, honey. We appreciate you calling in.
Now let's make sure.
I'll call on next
everybody-
time.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right, good night. Bye.
Good night, honey.
Let's make sure that everybody listens to the 4 families of internet radio. We have the Black Dog Radio Show.
Hey, where are the white women at?
We have the Huber Experience, the funniest 15 minutes.
He's always awesome.
The Caramel Conservative, that man has
Carney.
got more intelligence in his pinky than I do in my entire body.
I still
That
say I
guy
loved
is
meeting him.
so wicked smart.
Him
And
and
of course, make sure you listen to us, the Wicked Business Show.
You better.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, because otherwise you'd just be sitting here talking to each other and
Staring at each other's faces.
and eating Patty Cake's food, which is pretty good, I gotta say.
I never disappoint you, I don't think. Unless I use too much salt.
Yeah, and there was no salt tonight used in the.
None that you could test.
No salt was harmed making tonight's dinner.
No, but again, like every time I said it, that's why I looked at you when he made the comment.
What?
Whoever makes food, wherever, whether it be a world-renowned chef or him, there's got to be something he has to find wrong.
That's all
and he
right.
pointed
Oh,
out,
no, I find
point
shit
out
wrong
the
with
sauce.
everything I make.
I know.
I am no
I
Gordon
told him. I
Ramsay,
told
we
her
know
that. I told her that. It's just, I'm like, I don't matter whatever. Oh, it's good. It's good. What's the sauce? And then I knew it.
Did you see his face? He was like,
100% of the time with everything, no matter where we go, who makes it, you find one little.
I am the food critic of the Wicked
Oh my
Business
God!
Show.
So
I'm getting press passes made up for us.
Okay.
Because I figured out that a press pass just is something that says press and your show, and you laminate it, and it's a press pass.
Yay!
So not next week, because next week we're doing Bull Mansion. Tuesday night, 25-ish comedians.
Yep.
The best comedian of the night with the most with original couple minutes.
Yeah.
Gets $20 from Bull Mansion. Our winner
Gonna get another 40
will
from
get
us.
$40 from us.
40 cash from us.
Yes.
And we'll try to get a couple of interviews with some folks as well.
I think we should do a round table like we did at Mohegan Sun's Comics that night.
Yeah.
Get a few of them. That's the best bet.
Let's not forget the people who are giving discounts out.
Yes.
We have
Gun Barrel Coffee. And
With a promo code.
the promo code of Wicked1. Again, that's the number one, not one O-N-E. So Wicked, WICKED 1. We'll get you 10% off at gunbarrelcoffee.com. And also check out Three Cools Clothing on Facebook. They got some great cool stuff.
Cools?
I believe so.
Okay.
And we're still waiting on some those chair wheels from Sunny Dog. But at least check them out because they're at least giving us the samples to check out.
Yeah,
but they are going to hook
really
up.
cool.
They are going to hook us up with a promo code also once we get those. But
I need that for my chair.
Yeah, it'd be nice. So yeah, Sunny Dog, SU. You looked up
NNIE
DOG.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also available on Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Very
So you'll find them online, Facebook and Amazon, and.
I also forgot our friends over at Turning Point. They'll be on tomorrow night.
Yep. Chase, Jen, and the chef.
Yep. Apparently they're doing something with something tomorrow.
Fondue.
Oh, fondue. Yeah.
I threw that out there. I don't know.
How can they do fondue via Skype-ish or overseas?
Explain it. They giggle and eat it, and Chase bitches about how he's hungry to have some himself.
Yeah, and he's eating popcorn.
Yeah.
and swilling his ice
And
cream.
Are we gonna do
muting the
that?
mic.
Yes.
And muting the mic and forgetting that he mutes the mic and getting angry.
So I think not next show, but the show after, we should go back to Dollar Store Delicacies and try something else funky because we already found some things that we can kind of at your local Walmart.
And we might as well be breaking out that caviar.
Yes, I'm dying to try that. Oh, and
Doesn't
Bubba
everyone-
tried sushi the other night with me, just so you know.
It was all right.
You ate sushi.
Yeah.
He
It
ate
was
a couple
all right.
kinds of sushi.
Oh, but wait, you know what? Oh, yeah, we're still on. Anyone still listening? Probably not.
Tiger Lily just said goodnight, but
We didn't talk about, and I can't believe we blew it.
What?
Meeting the members of Los Lobos. Well,
let's save that for next show.
Save that for next
we
show.
will.
Save it.
But that's an awesome story.
Wicked piss a brush with fame.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's
So
going
we'll
to be,
do
we
that
have some
tomorrow.
great stuff from that, so check that out. Listen to us next week. We'll bring that up during our pre-show.
Sure.
And we'll talk about it, but that was awesome.
All
Fucking
right.
awesome.
You've been listening to the Wicked Business Show on Byron.
I'm Patty Cakes.
I'm Bumper.
And we are a Studio 5 production.
Sack, I thought I farted, but I shit. Damn, I hate it when I shart. I can't even trust the fart. Tried to give a little toot, now there's caca in my chute. I thought I farted, but I shit. I thought I farted, but I shit. Fuck! And now it's squishy when I sit. I got poop all in my crack and a little on my sack. I thought I farted, but I shit. I got poop all in my crack and a little on my sack. I thought I farted, but I shit.
You are listening to the Wicked Business Show.
Oh my God.